It's Monday. It's MARKPIRES. And it's real talk.
Today, looking for another way
to ease my mind and help my living. It's real talk. It's the daily variety show, MARKPIRES Real Talk. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state, and I'm here with you on day 624 in a row of the MARKPIRES Real Talk show. And we're going to get into it tonight, guys. So head to YouTube, subscribe and ding the bell. Head to DLive, subscribe and ding the bell. I think I'm live over here. I just have to get going here for my man Sig. Oh, there we go. Sig is on DLive right now. You should head over and join us there at least. And also on the tube. Lori's with me from the top. Lori was first in today, guys. Look, I'm not saying it's a competition by any means, but if it was, Lori was first. She took first place at that non-competition competition, really. Oh, blessing, Shirley. I'm so glad you made it tonight. Dagger is in on the DLive show. Dag had a call out. I had a call out to Dag on the latest clip. And to Sig, of course, because Sig is on fire lately. I don't even know what we're up to right now on subs, but it's all because of Sig. And I say it this way. I told him earlier, I was on the phone with him. I said, I just want you to know, this is all because of you. The song about Trinity being a Real Talk family member, that is because of Sig. And you right now, Shirley, Lori, every single person but Dag. Dag has been spreading his own word. He's been getting people, and he got Marianne on over here so we could have more content. So everybody who gets involved in the show becomes the show. I mean, really, this is a family. And I just want to welcome anybody who is new. We're going to get into it tonight. In fact, I'm going to play you something I've never played before. I thought about this song just before I started. I don't know why. I've been playing a lot of different bands for you guys. And I said, you know what? The one band I've never tried to play because I'm kind of frightened to try, because the dude has the greatest voice, I think, ever, is Sting. I've never done a Sting song before because I don't think I could sing him well. I'm going to do it. It's not even that. I don't listen to the stuff. I just think he's great. His music is great, but I never played any of his music. So Trinity's on with us. I'm so excited from the top. Let me play you guys a song to get going here, okay? This is every second in your life should take your breath away. You have one opportunity to do something with this day, and then it's in the books. So I'm all for trying as much as you can on a daily basis. Fail as often as possible. Just don't regret. That's all I ask. Don't regret, because you can't live with regret, but you can live with a no. Got many no's. No's are fine. You don't get the job. No, I'm sorry, we're going to hire someone else. Whatever. That's okay. Just that thing that lurks in the back of your mind and you say, oh, what happened? What if I did go knock on that door? Maybe they would. Maybe it would have. Well, what if? You don't want to live with that. You'd rather go and say, look, I knocked on the door. They were like, sorry, we're not interested, buddy. That I'm happy. I'm happy because I know where I stand. I always want to know where I stand every second of my life with whoever I'm standing in front of. I want to know how they value the person standing in front of them. And to me, every human matters. Every single soul matters. Maybe we should change the wording because everybody gets so sensitive when you say things like this. But we are all connected. So every soul is one. And when you kill or you hurt somebody else, you're hurting yourself. I always think what you're doing is actually you're lessening your life cycle energy when you hurt or you go after somebody else or you're trying to manipulate someone else's life. That affects your life energy. Maybe not even in this life. Maybe we do get a chance to come back. We don't remember, but we come back over and over and over and over. And each time you're either a worse person or a better person based on how you were. This is heaven, guys. We may come back over and over and over and we get to experience it and we're thinking about, well, I can't wait to get to that place when I'm dead. What? Let me think about that real quick. I can't wait to get to that place when I'm dead. What? This is heaven. We're in it right now. This is our heaven right here on Real Talk. It is for me, just being here with you guys and to connect and for us to understand that the world around us right now doesn't exist. It's just us in this bubble of light. And let me feed it. Check this out. Never played this before, so wish me luck on it. But I also never played Trinity's song either. And when you start saying, like, Trinity, look, it's Trinity red door, blue pill. I can't even do it without singing it, people. So let's see how I do on this one, because I think it's a beautiful tune. It's a good way for us to start this off.
Every breath you take, every move you make, every bond you break, every step you take, I'll be watching you every single day, every word you say. Every game you play, every night you stay, I'll be watching you. Oh, can you see? You belong to me. How I pour on rakes, every step you take, every move you make, every bow you break, every smile you fade, every claim you stay, I'll be watching you. Oh, can you see? Oh, you belong to me. How a pour race, every step you take.
No, I don't know what this part does. I don't remember this part. Since you've been gone.
Since you've been gone, lost without a trace.
I think it's something like that. I don't know this part, guys. Then it goes back, I guess. I don't know. I'm doing my best with this one, guys, okay? I'll be watching you. I never played it before, guys. Look, give me a break. I told you. Oh, Trinity, we are so happy that you're on with us. Grant, how are you, buddy? Let me go up and say hello to everybody. If I missed you while I was playing a little Sting, and I never played Sting before. I don't know how to play Sting, but we gave it a shot, didn't we, people? I want to play something for you guys, get you going. This is really how we usually start the show, and this right here is going to get Trinity feeling great. Okay, Trinity, this is for you right now in order to get your spirits up on their feet and feeling great, okay? Let me show you what we're going to do here tonight. This is just the beginning, just letting you know. Let me get into here and see if I can do this. All right, this is for Trinity. This is for Trinity Red Door Blue Pill High Hat Kermit the Frog here. Well, I'm going to have to sing that too, but let me just get this in because this is where we're going to get you up and running. You're going to start dancing. I'm telling you, you're going to start dancing. Hammer and Jameson, we're rubbing the hammer and rubbing the lid off the fake news. We may do that tonight. We'll see.
Well, my friend, the time has come. Raise the roof and have some fun. Throw away the work to be done. Let the music play on. Everybody sing, everybody dance. Lose yourself in wild romance. We're going to party, come fiesta forever. Come on and sing along. Yeah. We're going to party, fiesta. Oh, come on, let's sing along. All night long, all night long, all night long, all night long. People dancing all in the street. See the rhythm on their feet. Life is good, it's wild and sweet. Let the music play on. Feel it in your heart, feel it in your soul. The music take control. We're going to live fiesta forever. Come on and sing my song. All night long, all night long, all night long, We're gonna rock all night long for Trinity. Because you know what, Trinity, if we can keep our energy up at the right level, we can beat anything. And I know you can beat anything. You're going to beat it, because if you can just get to that level of love, always, love conquers all. Where is she? Where is love conquers all? Is she here or is she with us? Love always wins in the house, right there. I called it. I said, where's love always wins? It conquers all. It's wrong. It's love always wins. That's a better name anyway, by the way. All right, let me just move that up. So, all night long, though. I love that track. And I never play any of these tunes, but I started playing them recently because I think it's fun. It is fun to play, you know, cover songs every once in a while. Liz, thank you so much. Can I just say, guys, last night we did 5 hours again. And I finished up at like 3:30. And I'm like getting ready to go to bed. And all of a sudden I hear like bing. And Liz Hernandez, I just wanted to thank you so much. You donated to the show, and it was really, really awesome to just, you know, I do this every day, guys, just because the world needs it. But when people go out of their way to just say, hey, we appreciate it like that, that was like, it really blew my mind. And I just wanted to thank you. I really did. It was very, very nice of you. And it also kind of gave me like a confidence that I, you know, like being on the air gives me, but just when you see someone believes in you. I said this to Sig the other day when I was talking to him. I said, you know, it means something to me. I've been doing this for 600 days. Many times along the way, that thought starts, you know, it starts like weighing in the back of your mind. You're like, yeah, maybe I should give up. Or it's like that thing speaking to you, like, no one's catching on. No one likes it, obviously. And like 500 days in, every day, 2 to 5 hours. I'm like, no, we keep going. And people be like, yeah, dude, you got like 295 followers. Nobody's like, I don't care. If nobody ever sees this live, but they get these messages one day, then my job is done. Then my mission's complete. My mission to me would be, and when I told you guys about Peggy yesterday, maybe that's what she meant about, you know, bittersweet. Like, you know, your words will get out there, but you just won't get to appreciate the fact that people will appreciate it. That's a terrible thing. I always thought that about people who create, somebody who does something really, and then like Van Gogh is a good example. He never made any money for his painting when he was alive. Can you believe that? People don't appreciate what they have when they have it. And also what I find is people ridicule different. It's, you know, in such a, I would say just like a high threat world that we're living in, we need unique and we need something to bring us out of the darkness and into the light. And it's not necessarily a guitar and it's not necessarily celebrity impressions, but it's something more than what we're getting on the Negatube. I'll say that for sure. Javi, how are you, my friend? Oh, brother, you just made my night when you said that. Grant, thank you, my friend. And Shirley, Liz, you guys, I love you guys. Love always wins. It absolutely does. Okay, so listen, I'm going to leave you guys a challenge here, okay? I want to know, who do you want to hear? What impressions do you want to hear? What songs do you want to hear? I'm going to play you some stuff right now. Go, Tim, how are you, my brother? So glad to see you. Can I tell you guys how much it means to me when I see you come back the next day and then the next day? Like, I'm here for 4 hours every night. So even if you could only come in at some point every night, it would mean so much. I just love seeing you guys. It's so cool. And I really hope, if you need me at all, you just need to ask. You just need to ask a question. Yesterday, we were on, and Neil asked me a question, and in the moment, Reiki asked for walking. Oh, in the moment, Neil, he said, Mark, is there a heaven? And I just answered for the universe, look, sometimes the universe speaks through Christopher Walken. Oh, no, that Walken was the conduit. He's the conduit to God, standing top of Mount Sinai, getting his 10 Commandments. Look, come downhill and look, no philandering. You don't go to your neighbor's wife. You can't do it. Look, I told you, don't throw stones at your neighbor. If he makes a bad pizza, don't do it. You can't. Look, he tried. Number 8. No, I'm just kidding. It was so funny the other day. I can't believe I did this, but I did like the whole Scarface scene. Do you guys remember this? I did the whole freaking scene from Scarface. And then a couple days later, I think I did the whole What About Bob scene. I was like, I haven't watched a movie in 624 days. I used to watch movies every night. I think I told you guys the other day, I got a 120-inch screen upstairs, comes out of the ceiling. Yesterday, my in-laws were over because tennis was on. I was like, I got to go ready for my show. What? TV? Negatube? Or real? That's why, like, honestly, I would be here 24 with you guys. I would be the first Ed TV, the real first Ed TV, where they're like, did you see that guy? He's on 24 hours a day. He sleeps like 3 hours, and he's just like literally just a light bulb the rest of the time for everybody. And why does he do it? I don't know, because the world sucks. Because the world really sucks. It's a sad time we're living in when the world is like it is right now. I actually want to read you guys what I posted on Facebook today, because I think this is quite funny. And, you know, I'll tell you, just because I'm totally shadow banned on Facebook, like, I have 2,800 friends. Nobody sees my content. Nobody sees my content. It's so funny. Okay, look, I had 3 people who saw it, because let's see. Oh, this is somebody who's watching the show with us. People on Facebook, I love you. Head over to YouTube. Join us. The family is on YouTube. You're missing the show. And on DLive. YouTube, DLive. Raven! Raven's in the house, guys. Listen, Raven, I got to do like this triple song medley for Raven. I don't think I forgot about it. I didn't, Raven. I just haven't had a chance to do it yet, but I will work on that, and we're going to do it for sure. I never heard the songs before. Maybe one of them, American Woman, I think you told me to play, which that one I can do. But I want to do the mix. I think that would be really cool. Let me tell you what I wrote, and then I want you guys to... I had one friend respond to this because I actually wrote his name and tagged him into this at the end. And I posted my Dr. Evil Donald Trump show clip. If you haven't seen that yet, it's 5 Dr. Evil mini episodes and 1 Donald Trump show. It is probably one of the best Donald Trump shows. In fact, I'll play it for you guys tonight. Just stick around. So listen to this. I see you continue to censor my daily variety show, MARKPIRES Real Talk, over COVID-19 false information when I don't even talk about it. Can I just say for all of us that you should get the hell out of censorship, fake book? Yeah, I said that. You are abandoning your network, and everyone thinks you're overreaching with your 18 to 20 censors that are connected to Emperor Palpatine. I'm sorry. I mean George Soros / Jabba the Hutt. This is a positivity platform. Comedy, live music, and never-ending light. And you are censoring and limiting my program because I do a parody of Donald Trump? This is straight Nazi book 2020. I don't know if that's offensive, but it's true. I feel like they did this. They'd stop comedy. They'd stop anything that would make people feel better. They want dread. They want us all to feel terrible right now, and I won't let it happen. I hope after the election, we can get back to you guys not steering and trying to steal elections. By the way, you are the 2020 version of Russian and Chinese collusion. Best of luck next year when the other shoe drops. Looking forward to seeing some wrath in the other direction. Live for 624 days in a row, and you are violating my First Amendment rights by falsely labeling and limiting my content. Karma is a thing. Get ready, hashtag Zuckerchooch. I'm going to drop the mic. Glenn, my brother. Glenn said, you work hard in your business and your personal life, and you work hard to help people smile daily. I thank you and your family for sharing you daily. Oh, thank you, Glenn. Yeah, my wife is amazing for allowing me to do this. That's a fact right there. And the kids too, because it takes a lot of my time away. I mean, there are times when, it could be like literally putting them down for that final moment, but I'm getting ready to come and be here with you guys. And I don't want to regret that either, to be honest, but being in quarantine has actually been a great thing. I've gotten to spend a lot more time than I usually do with them, so that's cool. Smash that mic. Tim, I love it. Guys, okay, so I heard a couple. We had Christopher Walken. Did I miss any song requests that you guys Zucker douche? I like that, Dag says. My first one with Zucker Chooch is hashtag Zuckerdick. I try to say that fast because I don't swear on the show, but whatever. Conspiracy Realist Mom is in the house, and Water Seeds Life, thank you so much, by the way, for joining today, and thank you, Trinity, for sending over Water Seeds. And guys, like I said, we're all one big family, one big happy family. And you know what I feel like we have to do right now? It's like that. I feel like right now what we have to do is we realize all the stuff that's going on, and we just need to like shut it off. It's almost like when you have that new puppy and you're just like, he's going to bark, leave him there. He wants to come out, but he's going to bark and then he's going to fall asleep. Like the world is barking right now. And I'm just going to just let it bark. And right here, we're just going to stay in our zone. You know what I mean? Mark Zuckerdick, really? Nancy Pelosi. Yeah, Javi wants me to do Nancy Pelosi. Okay, listen, I'm going to play you guys something real quick because Javi wants to see this, okay? And he said, ask for Pelosi. You guys have to see, this is the first of 2 Pelosi bits. I'll show you guys the second one. Stick around. This is, don't drink the Nancy Pelosi, really. It will kill you. If you drink the Pelosi, there's a very good chance that you're going to become a Democrat, really. It's Hammerlin Jameson live from the studio with episode 3 of the Donald Trump Show. Nancy Pelosi. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald J. Trump. I want to thank you for joining me on episode 3 of the Donald J. Trump Show. Today, we talk about Pelosi. That's right. Don't drink the poison. It's going to kill many people more than coronavirus. Yeah, Pelosi. That's right. Nancy Pelosi. Yeah, I'm sorry. Some people don't know that we do call her Pelosi. Let's take a look at this clip here. I want you to hear what she has to say.
You demonize, and then we call it the wrap-up smear. If you want to talk politics, you call it the wrap-up smear.
Let's be honest, Nancy. You know nothing about politics. And wrap-up smear? Really? That's what you've been doing to me? Sounds like something you got from your OBGYN. But whatever.
You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise it.
I'm sorry, Nancy, can you say that one more time? What was that?
You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise it.
Look, she's creating fake news. She told the reporters, you create a story. Let's get back to this clip.
And then you write it. Can
you freaking believe this?
And they'll say, see, it's reported in the press that this, and this. So they have that validation that the press reported the smear.
You write the story after we report the falsehoods. And it becomes validated story by the news, by you, the fake news garbage.
It's called the wrap-up smear. Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report.
Also, when she says merchandising it, who is she, Mel Brooks from Spaceballs? Spaceballs the flamethrower. Yeah, okay, Pelosi, whatever.
Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report on the smear that we made. And it's a tactic. And it's self-evident.
You see there, she says it's self-evident because we've been doing it to Trump since he came down the escalator. Well, I have to tell you that I'm happy
that I found out about this poison. Now I could put all of my efforts towards taking you down to Chinatown. That's right. We will drain poison and Schumer from the swamp.
Oh, yes, we will. We absolutely will. So that's basically the first of two. Do you guys want to see the second? Let's see the second, just so you have an idea of the two poison clips. Look, everything she touches turns to poison. Did you see this one? It's even worse, if you could believe it.
It's Hammerl and Jameson live from the studio, but we're going to take this to Donald Trump for episode 14 of The Donald Trump Show.
Welcome and thank you for joining me on episode 14 of the Donald Trump Show. Tonight we're talking about poison again. That's right. Don't drink the poison. Also, don't eat any food prepared by poison. Everything she touches turns to poison. Anyway, I've got some amazing clips for you today of poison. We're going to see her in action again. She's a terrible human being. Take a look at this one, for example.
Do you think that it is time for Vice President Biden to address this head-on himself?
Now, before we get started, you remember how they treated Trump, right? You remember how they treated Kavanaugh when he was trying to be nominated? They stepped all over the man's life, his dignity, his integrity. But this poison's talking about Sleeps Over Joe like he's walks on water, really. Take a listen.
Well, I have great sympathy for any women who bring forth an allegation. I'm a big, strong supporter of the Me Too movement. I think it's been made a great contribution to our country.
Oh, well, this is great. So we should have a really great endorsement by Nancy Pelosi to support this Tara Reid with her allegations. Let's hear what Pelosi has to say.
And I do support Joe Biden. I'm satisfied with how he has responded. I know him. I was proud to endorse him on Monday.
So let me get this straight. The reporter asks you what you think about Sleep Sofa Joe being accused of rape, sexual abuse, and you're satisfied? What? This is not right, Nancy, no.
Very proud to endorse him.
Whoa, look, everybody, it's Proud Pelosi.
And so I'm satisfied with that.
So let me get this straight, Nancy. Because you put your 37 pounds behind Sleep Sofa Joe, you now no longer believe anybody who accuses Sleep Sofa of wrongdoings because you threw your weight behind Sleep Sofa Joe. I just want to make sure that people know what you stand for. 30, maybe it's 36 pounds, I don't know.
I mean, he hasn't, to be clear, he hasn't addressed it. His campaign has addressed it, but he has not directly addressed it. Should he directly, publicly address it?
Did you see? She looks like a deer in headlights. Okay, you guys ready for your first spin class with Nancy Pelosi? I hope you brought your mats. Lay them out. Here we go.
You know, it's a matter that he has to deal with, but I am impressed with the people who worked for him at the time saying they absolutely never heard one iota of information about this. Nobody ever brought forth a claim or had anybody else tell them about such a claim.
Oh, that's great, Nancy. Thank goodness that the people that work for Sleep Sofa Joe said they've never heard an iota. Any inkling, you say, of anything that Joe Sleep Sofa Bumbling Biden ever did wrong.
But again, we have an important election at hand.
And there it is. The true colors come out from Pelosi. They don't care what Biden has done wrong. They just want to beat Trumper that bad. Rape, smelling little girls' hair, stealing speeches, whatever. Oh, fake civil rights guy, too, forgot. They'll say whatever they can to undercut the Trump.
One that is, I think, one of the most important ones that we've had. We say that every election, but I think this one is the most crucial.
So crucial that you'll forget about your support for the Me Too movement. You really are Pelosi, Nancy. You know that, right?
And I supported him because he's a person of great values, integrity, authenticity.
I'm sorry. I'm just laughing here right now. She said values, integrity, and authenticity. Are you sure you're speaking about Sleep Sofa Joe?
Imagination.
There you go again, Peloizen. Imagination? You're kidding, right? This is Sleep Sofa Joe. He's been in office for 44 years and done absolutely nothing. He can imagine what it would be like to actually accomplish something, I guess.
And a connection to the American people.
You must be kidding, Nancy, right? Sleep Sofa Joe is currently looking for a connection to reality.
He understands the kitchen table issues of America's working families.
Okay, 1 out of 2. He probably knows what a kitchen table is. I'll give him that much.
He's the personification of hope.
Joe Biden is the personification of dope.
And optimism for our country, and I was proud to endorse him. And America needs a person like Joe Biden with his integrity.
Remember that this entire interview took place because Joe Biden was accused of raping a woman. And she's standing by his integrity.
His integrity and his vision for the future.
I'm very confused by this one. Looking into the future, vision. Sleep Sofa Joe has a hard enough time looking into the next hour. Never mind days, weeks, and years ahead. This is not a condition that gets better. It only gets worse. Look, I want to thank you for tuning in to episode 14 of the Donald Trump Show. Peloizen Part 2. You know, she's basically the Crypt Keeper, right? I keep wondering if they're going to do Tales from the Crypt 2. I have the perfect typecast character for you. Her name is Nancy Pelosi. We call her Peloizen. And I'm sure you can find her online under The Devil's Best Friend. I'll see you tomorrow on the next Donald Trump Show.
Oh my goodness, Reiki lady, Lala Pelosi. I love that. That is hilarious. We may have to do that. Trump's going to say that next time.
Look, I don't know if you were there in California, San Francisco. Nancy Pelosi, she's down in freaking Chinatown, and she's having Lala Pelosi. She's like, look, everybody gather around. Look, no coronavirus here. And if you get it, we'll just blame the Trumper.
Lala Pelosi. That's hilarious. Awesome. I love when you guys, create within the show, because now I'm going to use that. And I said, Jen, he hasn't been on in about a week. I hope he's okay. But Jen was on for like a couple days in a row, and he was so into those clips. And he goes, what about Joey Futon? Oh my goodness, guys! I came up with Sleep Sofa Joe, Andrew Gale, my brother, Tim, everybody. Andrew, you got to head over to YouTube. This is where the Real Talk family is. Go over to YouTube, buddy. You're missing out. This is where we gather every single day for the rest of the time. And so basically, bottom line is this: we're gonna get into some music now, or do you want to hear some more face-offs? I almost want to play you one more thing. This is what I really get a kick out of stuff like this when my mind goes here on stuff. Check this out. Look. I got a better one planned is all I can tell you. Just keep that in mind while you're watching this. Here we go. Like, did you guys see my rap for Joe Biden yet? This is pretty funny.
Very willing to let the American public judge my physical and mental my physical as well as my mental fitness, my mental fitness, my mental fitness.
Look, I can't help it that you chose a sleep sofa as your candidate.
My physical as well as my mental fitness, my mental fitness, my mental.
Have you heard of Joe Biden in the basement? He be hiding, waiting to come out to see his shadow. Run back downstairs. He's a groundhog. Oh no, there's 6 more weeks of race wars. Oh my goodness. Oh, so that's going to be the rap. I'm going to write over that. I think I just did it. I think that'll just be it. I'll clip it tomorrow and drop that, what we just did right there, Nita. Have you heard of Joe Biden? In the basement, he be hiding. Guys, I'm out of my mind. Okay, bottom line, we're going to get into it, okay? So look, sometimes while I'm at home, I'll just give the old Pansy a call. I say, Pansy, what are you doing? Are you watching the Giant game? Who's winning?
Is Eli Manning scoring a touchdown?
Mr. President, Eli Manning retired last year.
What?
Yeah, you didn't see the conference?
No, Pansy. I would have had a parade for him. You know, he was the greatest Manning because he's from New York. The other Manning, although better arm, more accurate, and really just quite phenomenal. Just not as good, though, because he wasn't from New York.
I don't think that Trump would be like that, but I think that even though I'm a New York Giants fan, I really wish we had Peyton. We won 2 Super Bowls with Eli. I'll be honest, it was awesome, but when it wasn't the Super Bowl, he was just a decent quarterback. He just happened to turn it on. I wish he turned it on every other day of the year. You know, but it was like he was just kind of like hanging back. But those Super Bowls, he was like, I'm not going down. Every other time, he's like, oh, let me just take a nap over here. Like he's like Sleep Sofa Joe's cousin or something. Katie, how are you? I wish Nancy Pelosi would give Joe Biden a red apple. Oh my goodness, we got to do that too. That's like a definite. Uh-oh, I'm not frozen, am I? Oh no, good, okay. I got to totally do that.
Look, I was over at the White House, and Pelosi came over with Shickety Schumer. And they're like, oh, look, I got a bunch of apples here. Do you want one, Donald? I was like, really? Secret Service guy, why don't you sniff that out? He came back, and then he was sitting on the toilet for like 17 hours, so I'm pretty sure she poisoned it. I'm just saying.
That's awesome. He's already asleep. You know what's so funny about the Sleep Sofa is there's already 7 or 8 of them in the White House, in the Oval Office. We don't need another. I said, look, if you need to go take a nap, you don't need to go in the Oval Office to take a nap. You can do that at home in your basement. You're doing well. I had that thought of like, I still see the meme. I got to create it because someone else is going to do it. I'm going to tell you guys the meme right now. If somebody wants to create it and send it to me so I could post it and be like, this was my idea, but Raven did it. Lil did it. Love Always Wins did it because I just don't have the time to. Here's the meme. Joe Biden and someone... I don't want to tell you because I want to just do this, but I'm going to tell you, and I want someone to just put the Real Talk name banner on there and say, come join the show. Because this is what we do. We create every day. Here's the concept. You take Punxsutawney Phil from Groundhog Day, coming out of the freaking hole. You put Joe Biden's head on it, right? And then on it, you say, 6 more weeks of race wars. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Are you kidding me? Like, I would go crazy if I was able to see that. I would just cry for days. I've seen the one of him popping out of the basement with his head up. He's like, is it an election yet? I joked yesterday. I said, look, it's going to be election day. They're going to be like, did he vote yet? And someone said in the window, he's going to vote for Trump by accident. Oh, my goodness, it's hilarious because he's probably going to forget what he's doing when he walks in there. I keep thinking about if for some reason they're able to steal this election, which they're aiming for, but if they could steal the election, imagine him trying to get through with his hand on the Bible. And they're like, hey, we're going to just kind of run through these couple of phrases with you. I got it. Look, my Aunt Judy told me I could do this. When I was in 8th grade, she said, look, Joe, you're going to do some really important things, like poop your pants every single 15 minutes when you're 79. And they're going to tell you you'll be president. And you'll say, what? Where? The Rotary Club? Yes, because you'll never be president of the United States of America. I love this clip I saw the other day. It was every single celebrity. All these people are like, Donald Trump will never be president of the United States. Like everybody. You see like Tom Hanks. He's like, well, yeah, well, that will never happen. And then you have like Pacino be like, whoa, were you kidding me? There's no way. No way. You got Donald Trump be president. Yeah, right. And Christopher, whoa, Georgianne said Donald be president. I actually like the idea. He's the only guy, Christopher Walken, that wanted it. Everybody else is like anti the Trumper. I want to play you guys something real quick, and then we're going to get back into some face swaps. Because, by the way, guys, there are 25 of those Donald Trump shows, and I'm happy to play any of them. Let me tell you about the content, and you tell me what you want to see. I got a ton on Sleep Sofa Joe. I got a great episode on President Xi, but we call him President Xi-hole here at the show. Look, he's a Xi-hole. I'm sorry, I ran into him in the streets of Taipan. I said, look, just so you know, in America we call you a Xi-hole. Maybe if you weren't such a Xi-hole, we'd be able to, I don't know, get along. But you dropped the Fluhan on us, and when you drop the Fluhan, you know, it's just not a good thing, Sleepy. I'm dropping frames. Why is that? Why am I dropping frames? What's the deal with that? I'm going to close that and see if this has anything to do with it. Anyway, I'll play you some songs here. You guys want to hear one song, and then we'll go back to a face-off? You know, we're kind of in the laugh mode, but... Personification of poop. All right, I'm going to play you one more Trump Show episode, okay? Let me pick a really good one here for you. Well, they're all really awesome, guys. Honestly, you should go. There's a playlist of the Donald Trump Show. Every episode is in there. And just push play. Start at the prequel and go. And you will not be disappointed. Every single episode's ridiculous. You know, I'm going to play you this. This is one of the funniest things I've ever thought of. Just because did you see everybody come out there like, oh, we should defund the police. Oh, yeah, we got to defund the... Let me ask can I just put my hand up and ask a question? Before the police, what do we have? Before we had law enforcement, what do we have? Oh, the Wild West, people are shooting each other in streets, raping, pillaging. Yeah, that's what we had. And then what happened? Everybody, all the smart people were like, well, how do we fix this problem? They're like, you know what we need to do? We need to create something called law enforcement. So it's not perfect, but here's the one thing that no one seems to grasp. There are racist people in every profession. It's not just because some one guy in Minnesota who, by the way, probably wasn't racist. He knew George Floyd, didn't kill George Floyd. He's fentanyl Floyd. He died of fentanyl. And this entire 4-month riot in the streets has been just to get Sleep Sofa Joe in office. I mean, honestly, you guys know that, right? You know that there's no sort of issue that they're trying to portray. Yeah, there's racism in the country. There's racism everywhere. But we're not predominant that way. I'd say that in general, we have progressed to a point where we can elect a black president 2 terms in a row, which was just 4 years ago, by the way. It wasn't like 30 years ago. This is just last term. Twice we voted the guy in, and he was horrendous after the first term. I voted him for the first time, but not the second time. I was like, I gave him a shot. He was talking about change. And then all he did was like turn communist. And then second term, I'm like, I can't vote for a guy who's beating me up. Like, I was getting killed, guys. Every year I go out there and work my tail off. I told you, 358 days a year I'd be working real estate. That's a 7-day off a year. So I work 7 days a week, okay, every single day. So when I come out here and if I have you say, wow, you doing 624 days in a row, that's like impossible or something. No, because I work every day. I'm used to this, you know. The problem is, and the thing is, I'm also used to not getting paid every day. As a real estate agent, I only get paid when I transact. And I said, like, don't feel bad about this because each transaction is a lot, you know, but I only did like 21 transactions last year and I worked 358 days. Do the math on that. It means there are 338 days or whatever it is, I worked for free. That's the math. 330 plus days. I drove, showed clients, took pictures, whatever, and didn't make a penny. And I made money 21 days last year. Think about that. Now, again, the transactions are big where I live, so it equals out, but it's a roller coaster ride. I don't like that. And so I'm used to that. You know, coming out here for free for 624 days and trying to light up this planet, it's just, to me, is the necessity. And I'm sorry I didn't do it earlier. That's all I can say is I'm sorry I didn't do it earlier because it's always been there. I know I should have done it earlier. I started to in 2009 and I stopped. I did a couple of things. Someone found it the other day. Like I have this Harry Carey bits and stuff. And I did Harry Carey interviewing Christopher Walken, interviewing Al Pacino. It was pretty funny stuff, actually. And I dress up as these characters because I didn't know Face Swap. It wasn't around, actually, at the time. So it was literally just like, I don't know, it was crazy stuff. Let me play something here for you guys. Do you know this tune? This is a Nirvana song. Are we on together here? We're going to do this clip on that I was telling you about on the police reform in a second. Let me play you this first. Girl, don't lie to me. Tell me where did you sleep last night?
sun don't ever shine, I was shivered the whole night through. My girl, where will you go? I'm going to the old wind blow. And the pines, the sun don't ever shine, I was shivered the whole night through. My girl, where will you go? In the pines, I was shivering the whole night through. My girl, don't lie to me. Tell me where did you sleep last night? The pines, where the sun will never shine, yeah. I would shiver through the whole night through. My girl, don't lie to me. I don't really know how that part goes. Let me play you something else, because that was just crap in the battle, people. Really? Really? Oh, I know what I want to play you guys. All right, this is probably one of the coolest tunes I never played until about 2 weeks ago. And now I just want to play it for you guys all the time. It's a very nice song. Never really played much. I played a song, Clocks, by these guys. I could play this, probably Clocks. I could play for you still if you wanted to watch. If you want me to play that on, I got all my pedals. We can actually get the piano in and all that stuff. But let me play this for you first. Let me make sure I shut this off because it's actually on. It should be on vibrato. Should be on the vibrato. Ooh, you guys are going to really like this tune because it's a pretty song, I got to say. Coldplay, you did it right on this one. There's a couple of songs I like of theirs, but this one I really enjoy. Try your best, can succeed. When you do what you want, know what you need. When you feel so tired, you cannot sleep. Stuck in reverse. When your tears come streaming down your face. You lose something you can't replace. When you lost someone, you go away. Yes. Could it be worse? Lights will go.
you home and ignite your bones. I will try. I will try to fix you. I will fix you. And high above, down below. And you're too in love to let it go. When you never try, you'll never know what you're worth. Lies will guide you and ignite your bones. I will try. I will try to fix you. I will fix you. I will fix you. I will fix you. I will fix you. Lights will guide you and ignite your bones. I will try, yeah, I will try to fix you. I will fix you. Oh, I will fix you. How's my Real Talk family doing? How is the Real Talk family? Daryl's in the house, my brother. Dag Sig. I'm seeing Liz. Reiki's in the house, obviously. Lil 2. One day Mark is going to play Ventura Highway in the sunshine where the days are longer and the nights are stronger than moonshine. I'm going to... Oh, wait a second. I know what you're asking for. Isn't that... what's her name? Let me check it out. Ventura Highway. Is it America? I don't know how this goes, though. Let me just play the chords and see if I can make up something. That may be a really bad idea, but... Chewing on a piece of grass, walking down the road. Tell me how long I'm gonna stay here, Joe. Some people say this town don't look so good in the snow. You don't care, I don't know. I said, Ventura Highway in the sunshine, where the days are longer than the nights are stronger than the moonshine. You're going to go, I know. That didn't go right. Oh, that's supposed to go. I don't know. I'm just making something up because I don't know the hell the song is. But let's do something better. Ventura Highway, right? Lil 2. How you not know that? I don't know. It's so crazy. Maybe I do if I heard it. Like if you played it, I'd probably be like, oh yeah, I know that song. Look at all the YouTubes. You're right. We'll go to the YouTubes. Tomorrow I'll play it. I'll go on the YouTubes. I'm gonna go on the YouTubes. Look. You can't. Look. Joe Biden. Are you gonna get rid of Social Security? Watch this, guys. This is just so I get settled.
Did you guys see my rap?
Hold on, we know about your rap there, Sleepy Sleeps. What the hell? I got something very funny for you, just so you could have an idea of the Sleepity Sleep Sleeps. Bernie 1234 speaking to some people about how silly stupid he really is. So here we go. Big league.
Well, I'm very upset. I was doing really well. Now I'm not doing well at all. Well, I think my Aunt Judy did it best. She said that I was the best candidate.
Did you always know that you'd be good at this?
But you know, I was thinking that I was very good when it was hot outside and when the sun was beaming down on my head. Oh, I would ask you, Joe, would you ever say that you would cut Medicare and Medicaid for all? Did you ever say that, Joe Biden? I would never do that. I would never cut Social Security ever. My Aunt Judy would never let me. Well, I'm going to tell you, if you listen to me, I'm going to tell you exactly what you can do. If you go to YouTube, you ever tried to do it before? Of course not. Did you ever say that before? No. Check out the YouTubes, and you can find everything that Joe is talking and saying he didn't do. I've been doing it since 1947. I was the first guy to help. I was the last guy to help, and in between I helped as well. You just be honest. Would you ever be able to do that? I'll be the best hall monitor you'll ever find. I will be the best. I have the best base. All my people love me. I want to get Joe Biden in there. I won every single election. I don't even know how.
Hey, Lil.
Lil, how funny is it that I picked up on the same thing that you did? Like, he's there, he's going, check out the YouTubes. Look at the YouTubes. Look, he's got the YouTubes. And I'm like, how the hell is nobody calling him out on the YouTubes thing? And that night I did that, Lil. The night he said YouTubes, I did it for the next day. Glynis! Glynis created a new hashtag today, guys. I'm going to put it on the screen so you see it, and then she can explain. This is our new hashtag. Because bottom line is, I'm not going anywhere. And Glynis said something today that made me think of this. So maybe you could send a little note to everybody, Glynis, on the chat, because I'm going to keep entertaining you guys. But that meant a lot today when I saw that from you, Glynis, and thank you for watching old shows. I said to you guys yesterday, I said, I'd love for you guys to go back and just take a challenge. Go back and look at something old. Go back to day 75. Go back to day 96. Go back to day 96 and see the song I created. Day 96. The song is called... I got to pull it up for you guys. You know what? I almost want to play this for you, like for you to see, because I created this on day 96 of the show, and it was right at the very beginning of the show. And I can't think of the name of it right now, but I'm pretty sure I put it on the BeatSeat page. It's not on my Real Talk page. If I'm correct about that, I'll let you know in a second, because I'm going to go check. I'm pretty sure it's in the BeatSeat page. And if it is, it's called like a song for the world or something like that. Guys, the stuff I create on the show, that happens on the show, I can't explain. The live music stuff, I mean, like, seriously, the in-the-moment improvisations that we've done here have been so unbelievable. Let me see it like this right here. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Where's all my videos here? I don't have a ton. I got to put more stuff up here. Wow. Okay. This was right at the beginning of the coronavirus. Maybe I'll play that one, but there's a song I'm looking for. It's day 96. Well, let's see if I could find it. You know, maybe it's not here. Maybe it is on the other one. Let me do this while we look for that. I'm going to show you guys. This is a clip from over on the BeatSeat page. If you guys want to go check out the BeatSeat page and subscribe on YouTube, it's here. I'm going to show you this right now. Where's the clip? Here we go. So this is this is something I did in the show a couple months back, and I just dropped it. Not that. Okay, check this out. So that is a little something there. Hold on, let me get this off the screen. That's from the BeatSeat page, but I wanted to play you something. I'm trying to find this clip, and it's like a song improvisation. But actually, let me do this. This is crazy. I never play you guys like clips that I've already recorded before, but there is something I want you to see. This is, as we go into like improvisations that we do on the daily basis here, I want you to see before you guys joined me when I was all alone. I mean, 49 people saw this. I did this on March 4th, okay, just to give you perspective. This was on March 4th. Just take a listen to this fire on March 4th. And how many people did I say saw it? 49? Not bad. All right, so check this out. And when I come back, we're going to play some more. It's a full perspective. You never really get to see this of me.
I'm flying away with you, and I'm riding high. I'm hoping you come to find a way into the sunshine. Won't you ride away with me? I'm here with you just about every day for the last 427 days. I fear a world where we're waiting for coronavirus to infect us. I fear who's gonna save us now? Who's gonna save us now? We're all alone in the real world, yeah. No one cares if we're gonna make it anywhere. It's about me, I say no. It's about us.
Yes, it is.
It's about us. It's about us, yeah. So we're here making up a song again with you. And who knew this was coming out of a real talk show? Who's gonna watch out for us now? Who's gonna watch us? Hold up, hold up, hold up. They want us to stay inside and wait it out. Oh, I guess we gotta do what they say. Do what they say. Hey, hey. Who's gonna save us now? Who's gonna save us now? save us now? Who's gonna save us now? Oh, who's gonna save us now? 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 Who's gonna save us now?
That's it, guys. So that's a full length shot you guys get to see. I never really get to do that for you. And yeah, I saw a couple comments in there. So you guys probably don't fully know what I do here when I'm sitting on this thing on my underneath me. This is my invention. This is the BeatSeat that I'm sitting on. And the BeatSeat is the first drum that you play with your hands and feet at the same time. And hold on, let me just adjust this a touch. It's the first drum you play with your hands and feet at the same time. I'm going to show you really quick. So I invented this. It's the first drum for guitar players. And I designed it for myself, really, because I was playing with a guy who couldn't make a show, and I was going to either have to hire a new drummer or play alone. And I played alone anyway, but I thought if I could sit on a cajon and kick it, I didn't realize a cajon you have to hit in the front, and there's no way to, it's underneath you. Like a cajon sits underneath your butt, so you have to bend over to access the panel. And in that moment, I imagined this Heart of Gold. Conspiracy wants to hear something I've never, ever thought of playing in the history of time. Heart of Gold by Neil Young. I'm going to give it a shot. So just so you have a concept of what I do with my feet, because you said he kicks or he taps his feet. No, I actually kick my feet. So I'm a drum kit. My feet are my drum kit, my drummer, and then I have my guitar, and I get to sing. The way I think about this is, if you're a guitar player, if you're a musician at all, if you've ever played music with another musician, you'll know exactly what I mean when I say this. When you play with another musician, they up your game. You just play, you hear things you could not hear by yourself because they're filling a gap, and they're allowing your mind to explore. The BeatSeat allows my mind to explore. And when I play for you, like I'm about to play for you now, you hear me going off into some sort of tangent because this thing allows me to do that when I go from 4/4 to half beats and stuff like that. Let me play you something here and we see what you think of this. I'm going to play you a little U2. Let's just throw U2 in here and see. Because I can't remember which one it was I play. I don't know, really. It's funny, guys. I say this. I don't really play other songs. I write so much that I've always said, like, why will I play someone else's music? I have so many of my own songs. But then I realized people don't want to hear my songs yet. One day when you hear what I've written and you hear that they're very much like these tunes, but they're not. They're these guys. But I'm going to play you one of my songs right after this, okay? This song, though, is fire right here. If I could find it. Got it. You guys ready for this? This is fire right here. Probably one of my favorite U2 songs. It's old school. Now, something else I do, another one of my celebrity impressions, you guys are going to have to hear this for the first time, but usually every time I do a cover song, you get this. 1987, With or Without You. It's U2 with or Without You. I'm Casey Kasem, and this is MARKPIRES covering With or Without You. Casey Kasem. Would have been better if the guitar was in tune when I got there. I see the battery light just came on, so we may have to change this puppy out in a few minutes. All right, here we go. Sorry, I wanted to make sure you guys can see the full screen. Yeah, we're good. Let me go back to the lyrics. Here we go, guys. This song is fire. I'm just telling you. And I kind of give you a little Bono, and then I do my own thing. So you get a little bit of both. Celebrity impression of Bono, and then you get a little bit more of me at the end.
See the stone set in your eyes, see the thorn twist in your side, and I wait for you. Sleight of hand and twist of fate, on a bed of nails she makes me wait, and I wait for you, with or without you, with or without you. Through the storm we reach the shore, give it all and I want more, and I'm waiting for you, with or without you, with or without you now, I can't live. Oh, with or without you, yeah, yeah. Without you, and you give yourself away, and you give yourself away, and you give, and you give yourself away, with or without you, with or without you, yeah, yeah. And the tide, and boy bruised, she got here with nothing to win. Nothing left to lose, and you give yourself away. You give yourself away, and you give yourself away, with or without you, with or without you, yeah, 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 yeah. I can't live no, 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 no. No, with or without you, with or without you, yeah, I can't live, no, no, with or without you, yeah, yeah, yeah. I can't live without you. Oh, oh.
Need my coffee after that one, guys.
I like the older you do. Look, I like them. They're very good. When the Bono comes up, he's like, look, I'm going to sing. I just don't want the trumper using my song on the tour. So look, when I go out to do my MAGA tour, I was thinking about playing with or without you. And I was saying, like, look, I could either take the Democrats or put them in the river and watch them drown. With or without you, I'll be very happy. Bottom line is what I was trying to tell the Democratic Party, but they don't listen now. Melania, do you remember when we went and we saw all of those stupid people? Yeah, that's right. Where's Pensy? Okay,
I'm right here, Mr. President. Guys, we're winning big league. Oh, man. So I'm so happy to see you guys here with me. This is the Real Talk family. I just want you guys to know that you are a part of that family. And we're going to write a song in a second here. All you guys have to do is say a couple things, and you will be in the song. The other day, a couple things happened. Trinity came on for the very first time, and we wrote a song. Trinity, red door, blue pill. Trinity, red pill, blue. I can't think of it right now because it's too long. But when I sing it, it's very easy. I'm going to go back to it real quick so I can read it, because when I read it, it's easier. That makes sense. Everybody knows it's the longest name in the history of time. And I love it because we wrote the coolest song in the world. Actually, I'm going to have to, once I do it, I'm going to have to actually go back and I'm going to have to play the song to actually say it. That's the craziest thing because it is that long. Let me see. I'm just trying to find it so I can look at it on the screen here. You guys are awesome. I see all these messages. I'm trying to see if I can catch up. Are there any song requests that I missed here? I'll try to get into them for you. Little two and I are on the same page. We're like, go to the YouTubes. Gotta go to the YouTubes. Joey, wow, jelly. Well, we got jelly. I keep saying jelly. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I got Joey Bell Bottoms on there. What are you kidding me? Look, I was with this filthy animal. Oh, and she's like, oh, Dice, why don't we go out on a date? I'm like, I don't want to be seen with you. A day. I used to do Dice, as you can tell. But what we do now is bottom line. We do everybody, really. Just Simon and Garfunkel. Water's asking for some Simon. You know what? I haven't played Paul Simon in a very long time. I used to love playing some Paul Simon. Let me see if I can find one of his tunes. Because the Simon Garfunkel, I'm not sure. Let's just see if I could start with something of Paul Simon's. And then we'll go backwards. But Bridge Over Troubled Water would be both of them, right? I see that here, but that's a little too mellow. There was a song I used to love here. I remember wanting to play when I was a young bat. Playing the guitar for the first time, trying to woo Melania. And I said, look, Melania, could I play you a song? Just sit over here by the fountain. If you don't like it, I could just push you in. Okay. Okay, what else we got here? I see the Trump is just the go-to right now, guys, because it's been crazy how horrible people are about him. What about this? Let's try something here. I don't know if I ever played this before, maybe when I was first. I don't know. I remember listening to this when I was a kid. So that's the only chance we have at it. Mama Pajama rolled out of bed. She ran to the police station. Papa phoned out and began to shout. Started an investigation. I gotta hear it again because it's been a while. Hold on. Mom Pajama rolled out of bed. She ran to the police station. Papa turned down in shout. Started an investigation. It's against the law. It's against the law. How's it go? But it's against the law. I don't know, you guys. This is not the right set of chords. Hold on, give me a minute. When you're using some stupid weird thing like E chords and there's 9 different options and you've never played the options before, you learn very quickly if some of them are terrible. I met my lover on the street just the other day. I don't know how that goes either. Let me find one I've actually heard in my life. How about that, people? Oh, look, he took the stupid one. Give me something here, buddy. 9,000 versions of Bridge Over Troubled Water. Really? There's a song I want to see. Where's the Paul Simon as the guy? There we go. It's giving me everybody. Here we go. Let me find this song. It's like... 1 and 1 have wandering Jews. You know that song? Still and wandered wherever they choose.
we're bending together in the crystal, the Son of Christ in New Mexico. That's all I do.
That's all I remember.
Oh, what a love affair, the sound of back here.
See, I go off of memory. I haven't heard that song in 25 years. It's music does to me. Let's try this. This could be cool. This could be actually very, very cool if I can do it. That's not how it goes. Man walks down the street. He says, why am I soft in the middle now? Why am I soft in the middle now? Let's hear this again. Come on, just do the chord structure first, Mark. You know how it works. Guys, I'm not feeling this. Like just going and picking up a freaking stupid song by this dude. He's good, but I can't think of that song, and I'm just not getting to it. I'm going to rock this again real quick just because it's old and cool. And I never really did this until the other day. Once upon a time, dressed so fine, through the bumps of time, didn't you? People close said, beware, dog, you're bound to fall. I thought, kidding you. You used to laugh about everybody that was hanging out. You don't talk so loud, and you don't seem so proud about having to scrounge your next meal. How does it feel? How does it feel to be on your own? No direction at all. Like a rolling stone. How does it feel? How does it feel? Oh, you're gonna find a school, alright, Miss Lonely, but you don't get to choose on it. What did Bob Dylan have to say? Anybody ever taught you how to leave the streets, but now you're gonna have to used to it. You said that you never compromise with a mystery trap, but I don't realize. Oh, he's not setting any alibis. As you stare into the vacuum of his eyes, and you say you don't want to make a deal. How does it feel? How does it feel? How does it feel on your own? The direction home, a complete unknown, like a rolling stone. How does it feel? Love you guys. How you guys doing out there? Liz, Sig, Hot Rod's in the house. Woo! Let me quickly go over to DLive. Switch over. Give me 1 second, people, just to say hello. I see my people over here. Sig, I love you. Thank you for the donation, buddy. Really appreciate it. Sig is such the biggest supporter of this program, and I love you, bud. And I want to thank you for that. And you guys are all now big supporters of this program, and it means so much because you're spreading the word. To me, that is the ultimate support for this program, is for someone to go out there and say to their friend, hey, what are you doing tonight? Oh, really? Okay. That's cool. Oh, no, what was it? No, I just wanted to say there's a show on every single night forever. What? Really? Yeah, literally every single night at about 10 o'clock, 10:30 it's on, and the dude does about like 4 to 6 hours. What? 4 to 6 hours every day? He's never missed a day? No, 624 and going. And he did five and a quarter last night, 6.5 last week. I did about 35 hours of. Let's do the math real quick. We had 3 shows that were over 5 hours, 5 hour and 40 minutes. We did a 6 hour and 4 minute show, and then a bunch of 2.5 hour shows. We did a ridiculous amount of content last week. And I've been dropping a lot during the day, so I appreciate you guys watching when I drop a 1 minute clip out of the 6 hours. And honestly, there's so much great stuff. I can't go through it all, but if you guys, I got to hire someone to go through. I mean, that would be the ultimate, is one day we have a crew who can go through my 6 hours and pull out all the great stuff. Because every day for the last 624 days, guys, there has been magic in this show. And I don't know how to capture it because I have to make a living and sell real estate. Like, I can't focus full time on this. I'm just giving you way more time than I should. I mean, honestly, like, if I'm spending 6 hours a night here, I could theoretically be spending 6 hours laying out a game plan to get more listings, to get more buyers. And I'm here trying to change the world. And that's very difficult because I'm definitely not... it's definitely a roller coaster, I told you. So I think in general, I've got to figure out how to make the play and get over to here with you guys 24. So I come down here in the morning and all I do is make content for you. Last night, Liz made that possible for me just mentally. Just mentally. I got a bing. I'm like, what the hell is that? Venmo. Liz Hernandez donated to the Real Talk program. I'm like, what? And in that moment, I'm like, yeah, this is the path. I know I've felt it my entire life that this is what I'm meant to do, but I can't just do it. I got to somehow, I got a house here. I got 3 kids and a wife. That has to be priority before I can just give my entire self to this planet. And I'm giving a lot more than I should at the moment because I still have to focus on this before I can do that. But guys, I put the cart ahead of the horse. I just want to be here with you. And yeah, it's been 1 hour and 30 minutes. Literally in about 58 seconds, we'll have been here for 1 hour and 30 minutes. But we haven't even gotten started. We haven't done any face swaps. We did like 2 face swaps. Are you kidding me? We're about to get through like 30 face swaps. I'm going to play another 2 hours worth of music. We're going to be here until... It's 12. We're going to be here until 4. We're going to be here until 4 o'clock. Who's with me? Who wants to hang out? Who wants to connect? Who wants to stick around and get into some music, get into some trouble? I'll tell a couple stories again. I got a lot of them. Sig, you know how many stories I have about ghosts? You have no idea. You know how many stories I have just about everything? That's what I love to do, is talk about the things in my life that have happened and share what I learned from them, really. Because I haven't been through everything, but I'll tell you what I have been through. I take a different approach to it. I think I told you guys this recently, and this is quick and we'll get back to some music, but you should really spend the time thinking about something and really put the time in, think about it, but then put it in a freaking box and kick it in the river and watch it go. Because you thought about it, you got the most out of it, you understood it, you mastered that subject. Don't go back to it and question everything you read. You understand what I mean by that? Most people go, like, here's the best example. I can't believe I got that shirt. I can't believe I got that shirt. It was such a stupid shirt to get because I thought it would look good on me, and then when I put it on, it didn't look good at all. And like I could, and then even when I got the one that was supposed to fit me, it didn't fit me right, and now I'm really upset about it. Okay, good, you thought about it, now you move on. But some people go back and be like, I just can't believe I did that. I just can't believe I did that. And that's the thing we have to stop doing to ourselves. We have to stop beating ourselves up. Get to that 51% positive, and you will be on the Real Talk program as far as positivity. That's where I live, is in the 51. You guys think I'm 100% positive? I do my best, but honestly, I'm just aiming for 51. If I get to 51% positive, I am 100% positive. It's a weird philosophy, but it puts less pressure on me. And if you guys see the way how I am positive with everything, I really put the right perspective on it. There's a quote by an amazing man named Dr. Wayne Dyer. He died a few years ago. And his quote was, change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. One of my mentors shared that with me. Hold on,
I'm very
Bernie
upset.
Pooper.
I was doing really well.
I know you were, Bernie. One of my mentors shared that with me. He goes, Mark, change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And I was like, what? And I'm like, every time I'm getting negative about anything in my life, I'm like, change the way you look at things and the things you look at change. Because what that really means is whatever cynical approach you have or view you have or perspective you have on something, it's very, very narrow. If you just change the way you look at it, it will look, feel, and it will appear different to you. And the success rate will be totally different. So change the way you look at things. The things you look at change. Although that's something I used to live by, now I have my own quotes that I live by. I'm still trying to find them so I can show you guys all of the quotes because there's so many. But what we're going to do right now is Hot Rod's over here, Bubba. Reiki says there's a kitten shirt that I can have. That's funny. Yes. Liz said it right. Always magnifying the pros and minimizing the cons to a nano size. That's so right. Lil says, yes, we got to let it go. We just keep going back, reliving and worrying about the future or the past, right? And what other people think, and we've wasted all our energy. 1,000%. So I got a new feature I'm going to share with you guys right now. And we could theoretically do it like right now, but not in the right way because not everybody has a camera and would want to do this, but we could zoom everybody in and just have like call-ins. But we're going to start doing a call-in here every night, okay? Maybe it's for 20 minutes, half hour, I don't know. But you guys can call in and you could ask me questions. You could just talk to me about something you're going through and see what the universe has to say. I had someone reach out to me today and they told me that they're going through something and they needed some advice. It's like, what do you got? What's going on? Here's how I handle things. I'm neutral when I listen. And I literally act like a conduit and let the words come out. I don't know. I can't explain why they sound the way they do. Can't understand the depth behind each of the syllables. But it's so powerful. And I realize a lot of times it's not me. I'm not just being intelligent. It's just there's something else at work here. Sometimes we let free of our own inhibitions in order to let something else take over. I call it the truth and the light of this universe. And I'm filled with it. And all I want to do is share it with you guys. And then I want you to go out and share it with one other person every day. Remember, the motto of this show is to effect a positive change, one person at a time. Don't be greedy. Just go and make one person smile tomorrow. And if you do that, I want to hear about that. I want you guys to send me a message and be like, Mark, I was at the store and I walked out and there was this lady. She was just like, actually, it's so hard to do this because everybody has a freaking mask on. I had a picture in my mind. I'm like, you're walking out and she's got her hands full and you're like, let me get that door for you, ma'am. And she walks out and she smiles at you. She's like, what a nice gentleman. Oh, what a nice little spicy. What a nice little two who went over and opened the door for me. And now I got a smile on my face and I feel better. And all of a sudden you affected positive change. But we could do it other ways. We could do it other ways. You know, maybe a friend in need, someone who just needs an ear for a few minutes or a couple kind words. Maybe it's sometimes just taking a deep breath. And it's not even for someone else. It's for you. I want you to do that, like most of all. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, just take a step back and say, wait a second. Just say, wait a second. Like this moment right now is going to pass. This moment that I'm feeling this dread, it's going to pass. I know it doesn't feel like it right now. In this moment, it feels like it's the end of my time here. And I almost want it to end because of this feeling. You got to get past it. Let me tell you why. one day you're going to look back with gratitude that you had the strength to keep going. And that's all real talk is continuing on, not giving up, 624 days in a row, and finally finding my family. Who knows? I joked, I was like, I'm just going to be here forever. I mean, maybe someone will find me. But it was just me, Sig, Dag, Denise. Right, Denise? Denise, I hope you're feeling better. I hope you're starting to feel better. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm in the middle of just letting this out right now. Let me look at your chat real quick. I'm so excited that you're here with me. And remember, this program is for us to connect and to lift each other up. So I love when I go over here and I see a lot of great positive messages to everybody, you know. And I think that's how we rise above. This is an age of enlightenment, and it starts right here. And honestly, we don't have to freaking aim very high. But what they're doing with the sleep sofa, really? Is Cross here? Cross, my buddy! So good to see you, Cross. Let's see what else we got here. Water seeds. Yeah, I'm so glad Trinity told you about the show. And let's see if I can remember, because I was... Oh, can you do me a favor? Cross seeds. Write down Trinity's name here so I can read it off and do the song real quick. Bubba, hey buddy. And Matt, oh my goodness, Matt, so good to see you, pal. Matt, you gotta head over to the Tube, brother, or to DLive. Head over to DLive, guys. We only have 5 people on DLive. We only have 52 followers. We need to get over 200 followers over there because Sig said we can't do it. I can't upload videos. I can't do anything with DLive really until we get over 200. So if you guys can head over and meet Sig, Grant's over there, and I'm not sure who else is over. Guys, just pop over and say who's on over at DLive and shoot them a note. Cross says you'll make it to 666 days or day 700. Buddy, this show's never ending. What, are you kidding me? What do you want? Are you friggin' mind? Who told you, huh? Who told you? Hold on, I gotta go backwards. Let me read that as Scarface. You kidding me? 666 days? You gotta be kidding me, man. This is the show that never ends, okay? New York, Chicago, LA. We're gonna set our own mark, okay? And enforce it. Hey, Sosa. Do you know what a Hassa is? It's a pig that don't fly straight. Do you not fly straight either, Frank? Tony. I didn't do it. Elvira, you want Elvira? I'll let you have Elvira. I'll give you $10 million, Tony. Please don't kill me, Tony. I never did nothing to nobody. No, you never did nothing to nobody. You always had somebody else do it for you. No, Tony, no. Please don't kill me, Tony. Don't kill me. I'm not gonna kill you, Frank. Hey, Manolo, shoot that piece of shit. I love how he says chit. Do you guys ever hear that? He says CH, chit. I don't know if he had kids, maybe young kids at the time. He didn't want them to hear say that. He's like, hey, Manolo, shoot that piece of shit. I love that. He's hilarious. I think Al Pacino is the funniest in Scarface. There's a couple of scenes that make me laugh. Next time you're watching Scarface, okay, there's the first scene. He's in the bus with Manny. They just went through Freedom Town. You know, he's sitting there and he's like, what's your name? And he's like, Antonio Montana. And they're like, where are you from? He's like, I'm from Cuba. I'm like, oh, really? Yeah, what's this thing? It's pitchfork. Yeah, well, you seen that's it means assassin. What were you, an assassin? Where'd you get that skin on your face eating? He goes, how am I supposed to get a scar like that eating my man? Huh? What are you talking about, man? You crazy. And so the guy goes, okay, let's let him go. He gets on the bus. He's like, so Manny, what'd you tell him? He's like, oh, I told him that you said that I was in a sanitarium for TB. Anyway, TB? What you talking? He goes, you told me to tell you I was in with TB. He goes, I told you to tell him you was a horse. They would have let you in. It's the freaking best line in the movie. Nobody ever hears it. He goes, I told you to tell them that you were a horse. They would have let you in. Oh, it's the best line in the movie, guys. You got to go and find it. You can still hear it. You got to be kidding me. You guys want to hear a song or you want to hear a face swap? It is the show that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. Oh, and on and on and on and yeah. Ooh, okay, there we go. Trinity Red Door, Blue Pill, Kermit the Frog here. Trinity Red Door. Oh, there we go. Trinity Red Door, Blue Pill, Kermit the Frog here. Trinity Red Door, Blue Pill, Kermit the Frog. Trinity Red Door, Blue Pill, Kermit the Frog here. She's got a hi-ho in there. Trinity Red Door, Blue Pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. Trinity Red Door, Blue Pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog. Trinity Red Door, Blue Pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. Trinity Red Door, Blue Pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog. Trinity Red Door, Blue Pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog. Trinity Red Door, Blue Pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog. Here, Trinity Red Door, Blue Pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog. Here, Trinity Red Door, Blue Pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog. Got Trent to come out to the Real Talk Show. She's part of the family now. Gonna fill her up with light, gonna help her heal her soul. Yeah, we're talking about sitting on Trinity Red Door, hi-ho, Frog. Trinity Red Door, Blue Pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog. I said, Trinity Red Door, Blue Pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog. Trinity Red Door, Blue Pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. Oh, thanks, Matt. So, Matt, you missed this the other night, brother, but Trinity, hi-ho. See, I can't even say it unless I sing the song. Can you believe that? Isn't that crazy? Oh, I can't believe that, right? Hot Rob, I'm sitting here, I'm like, why can't I just say it without singing it? It's just every time I say, I'd be like, Trinity Red Door, Blue Pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. How are you? But if I want to do it quick, Trinity Red Door, Blue Pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. Trinity Red Door, Blue Pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. She wanted me to do it really fast. Trinity Red Door, Blue Pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. Trinity Red Door, Hold on, I gotta do it really fast for Trinity. Hold on, let's see if we can do that. That'll really get her spirits up. She needs this right now. Trinity Red Door, Blue Pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. Trinity Red Door, Blue Pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. Trinity Red Door, Blue Pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. Trinity Red Door, Blue Pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. Trinity Red Door, Blue Pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. Trinity Red Door, Blue Pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. Trinity Red Door, Blue Pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. Said Trinity Red Door, Blue Pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. Trinity Red Door, Blue Pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. Trinity Red Door, Blue Pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. I said Trinity Red Door, Blue Pill, hi-ho. Kermit the Frog here. 3 times fast! Did it! Oh, guys. Water Seeds is laughing. That makes me happy. Oh, thanks, Bubba. Look, honestly, I don't know if you caught this, but Trinity said she needed this today. Right at the beginning. She said she's having a bad day. I'd make this whole show about Trinity. You know, if it will help her bring her spirits up. And Denise, you know, anybody out there who's not feeling well, like you are in the thoughts and the prayers and everything that we do here on a daily basis. So reach out to us, ask for it, and we will think about you and we'll keep you in our thoughts. That's important. That's the most important thing is when people are thinking about you, honestly. Liz, see, I love it when you guys understand where my mind is going. I did the end in 3. I wanted to make sure I nailed the 3 quick ones in a row so she could say, not only did he do it fast, but then he did the triple and he got it done. Yeah, she had to take off, but I wanted to make sure that Trinity knows when she sees this later. Water Seeds has type 1 diabetes for 25 years. You know what? And it seems like you've gotten a handle on it because you put the exclamation point on it. Which I think, like, obviously most you'd be like, you're having to deal with that, but that's tough. I know that's one of the things. Like, I can't understand when something like that happens and you there's nothing you can really do except for take something. You know. I had the doctor on a few weeks ago. I was asking him questions. I wanted to find out, like, is there a way for the mind and the heart to heal, to cure? And I think he was a little, maybe not fully on board with what I was thinking, but my perspective on this is that if you truly believe, first of all, that's one of the pieces, but you also, like, I just wonder if there's a way you can open yourself up to the opportunity of having, like, thought and prayer that really help, but also opening yourself up to the universe doing it, not like a priest. It's a weird thing. I can't explain how I see the energy. I see it as like an open source for anybody to tap into. It's different than a religion. It's like different in a religion because you know what they do say in a religion is that anybody can be a part of this church, but if you're not, you can't go to. But the universe, the universal source of energy is like anybody can take from it. That's it. It's not like you can only do it if you go this way. Like anybody can take of the universal energy. I'm just so connected. I want you guys to take it from me and then you could do something with it. Because honestly, it's pretty overwhelming sometimes, for the love of God. Let me play you something here. Oh, Pixley? Yeah, I had Pixley on. What did you want me to say about Pixley, Sig? You want me to talk about basically Pixley it's just a scary thing that there's been roughly easily 10 cures for cancer that have been just snuffed off the map in the last 100 years, and the FDA is behind it all. And they like murder people because it's like $30 trillion that they've made since, it's just math that the doctor that Charles was making. And it was pretty unbelievable. And it just gets me thinking a lot about the stories I heard when I was a kid. Like my father told me a great story once. There's a guy in the 50s who created a pill. You could put this pill in your gas tank and add water. You can get like 450 miles. It turns into gas. The pill plus water equals gas. This is this guy's invention, right? They killed him. They killed him. You never heard of that, did you? No. That wasn't the government. That was probably like the gas companies or whatever, but they murdered him. Done. The next one I heard this was a great one. This guy, he creates an engine that runs on water. H2O engine. And he could do the same thing. Like could run like 450, 500 miles. And basically the guy, he has a meeting with the national, the defense, NORAD. NORAD's coming out to see him like the next week. He goes out to dinner with his family or something like that. He gets poisoned at dinner. They go back to his lab. Everything is gone. The engine that could be running on water. Never heard about that, did you? It's the scary thing when you create something that's too helpful to the environment and too helpful to the planet. They like to get rid of those things. That's why I was so scared to do this. If I do too good a job at what they don't want done, which is connecting us, there are people who don't want that. You know that. And then that's why my fear has always been, you know, the people out there that are evil, the people out there that want bad things to happen. And honestly, guys, this is a fight for our souls. This isn't a fight for the soul of America. This is a fight for our souls, because there is straight up evil out there. And I think you guys know what I mean when I say that. It's the media. I wasn't joking when I said I deal with the devil every day when I see the stuff that they write and that they're pushing and peddling on the masses. And guess what? The worst part is half of the country is actually believing the BS that they're peddling. And I just implore you to please source the content. Watch full clips. If you are in the camp of saying, I like Joe Biden, source the clips. If you're in the camp of saying, I hate Donald Trump, source the clips. And make a true judgment. Because I don't watch politics, but I'll watch clips when I record a piece of Donald Trump so I can do a face swap for you guys every day. And Sleeps Over Joe as well. But basically, the bottom line here with these people is they're out of their freaking mind, right? Oh, my goodness. Raven says Tesla's a great example. Yeah, Nikola Tesla. This guy had so many amazing inventions, and they just basically pushed him aside. And then once he died, they stole all of his inventions anyway. Did you know that they had a smear campaign against him to say that what we use now, isn't it DC? I think we use DC. But Edison was AC, I want to say, something like that. And whatever it was, one had one, the other one had the other. And Tesla's wound up being the safer of the two. And Edison had a smear campaign against Tesla to destroy his character. And they'd put like Westinghouse, like people getting murdered in electric chairs. And it was just like weird. They're like, look, this is not a safe, technology and electricity. And they were trying to pitch a really dangerous electricity on us. And guess what? People believed Edison over Tesla until Edison stole the patent, I think it was. And then he wound up just doing the one that Tesla came up with. But Tesla had some amazing ideas. And they like to snuff those people out. Like I said, the thing I was really thrilled about is that Elon Musk made enough out of himself before he could get snuffed out. Because bottom line is, if he didn't get to where he was actually like a billionaire, the moves he made were only because he was a billionaire. If you're a small guy and you try to make those moves, they snuff you out. So that's why I'm thankful for Elon Musk, because this guy's done so many great things. And it's only because he became a billionaire first. If he didn't have a success, not billionaire, but he became successful enough that he was able to put his own money in the game. He was able to call in the contacts that he had made in order to create a new avenue for himself. That doesn't happen when you're the small guy. Like this right here, the BeatSeat. This right here is going to change music forever. Do you know the music companies do not want this out there? There's a company called Latin Percussion. They make cajones. I told you about the cajon. The cajon is a box you sit on. You have to bend over to hit it. You have to bend over. Your back must kill after a little while. I have something you could sit completely upright. You can play with your feet and your hands. So, Sig. Yeah, here's what I was going to say. So I have an option here. I'm working out how to do call-ins. I want to do call-ins here, where we could just get on the line. You could say, Mark, what do you think about this? Or I'm dealing with this. Can we spend 5 minutes and chat about it? And people can chat about it in the window and have a couple of thoughts and just throw some encouragement back at us all. And it's just going to be a new segment to the show. It's just going to be like Connect, Real Talk Connect. Real Talk Connect. It's going to be a new segment every day. I just came up with the name. Real Talk Connect. And we're going to just have a chance to maybe face-to-face, like I said. So here's my option right now. I don't know how to take call-ins, but I do know how to get Zoom going. And theoretically, wait a second. Theoretically, I could just keep this. Like, well, let me just see what happens if I do this. All right. If I do this and... Oh, I didn't open up Zoom tonight, so it's not going to work this way. You have to open up Zoom first. But tomorrow, check this out. I think I figured this out. I'm going to flash the Zoom number on the screen, and we're going to have some conversations. I'll do it at some point during the night. And if you have anything that you're kind of going through, or if you just want to chat, you want to get some energy, and you just want to like chat for a few minutes and say hi and tell me what you like about the show and things you want to hear. Oh, hey, Mark, I just want to ask real quick if you'd play. Yeah, thanks so much for calling in. Like, that's fine too, guys. Don't feel like you have to call in with a problem. Like, I'd actually like to just hear from you. You know what I mean? Like, get you on the phone and hear your voice. Like, it would be nothing would make me happier as like Raven was like, hey, can I call in? Like, yeah, absolutely. And all of a sudden we're chatting. And Gary, my brother Gary, like Gary wants to call in and we have like a chat. And I don't know, again, there's no pressure. It could just be like, hey, did you see that game? I just wanted to see, I'm, you know, what sports are you into or whatever, what type of music, whatever. We could chat about anything. But at the end of the day, we're here to connect and we're here to help each other feel better. And that's going to be a new segment to the show. I mean, I'm doing freaking 6 hours a day. Why not just have an hour worth of call-ins? Right? Got to get secondary number outside your norm. That can be limited hours. How do I do that? You mean on my phone, or just like it's literally a different phone? Oh, maybe I can get like one of those like track phones, right? But then you have to keep buying minutes. That's stupid. I think what makes more sense is if I use like Zoom, right? Or you don't think Zoom would make sense? Actually, probably wouldn't make sense because it's all like video. I'm trying to figure that out though, how I can get like a call-in segment going here on the show. So if you do have some suggestions, you want to send that to me, Raven. I will tell you guys my email. If you want to send me an email, you want to say hi or anything, and you want to share a song you want to hear, I'll try to get to them. I am, again, selling real estate during the day, so it's hard to do a lot more than that. But I usually get about an hour before the show to put together a face swap or whatever. Today, what I did, which was kind of a new thing, I dropped The Wait song, and we watched that together and premiered together. It was pretty cool. Matt, what's going on, brother? You got to go? Okay, pal, listen, I appreciate you. Next time, head over to the Tube, brother. Head over to the Tube and DLive. Let's see what Sig has. Some luck lies in not getting what you thought you wanted, but getting what you have. Which once you have got, it may be smart enough to see is what you have wanted, you had known. I think what you're basically saying is you think you want something, you wind up with something else, and then you wind up realizing that's exactly what you were meant to have. And that's cool. And that's what I say too when I start thinking about the crossroads of like, I had a record deal on the table. The question was, do I sign that record deal? And it wasn't fair, believe me. But I sent it back to the guy. I was like, look, I sent this to a lawyer. He says it's not fair. It's like what Billy Joel will sign. He's like laughing. He's like, no, it's not. I was like, yeah, he basically said you make everything and I make nothing. I was like, I have like 180 songs, dude. I was like, I told you, give me something that's fair. We both make money and I want to sign a deal with you. And then conversation went to, he wants me to move to LA. I got to go there. They're going to create an image, all this crap, you know? And I'm 6 months from getting married. I look at my wife. I'm like, yeah, he wants me to move to LA, wants us to move to LA. And my wife goes, I'm not leaving my family. It's a fourth generation living in this town. Like, I'm not going to LA. What are you talking about? You can go to LA. We're getting married in 6 months. I could go to LA or I could stay because she's not coming with me to LA. So 10 years of music, progressing towards a career and finally getting the record deal, just about to get married. And it's basically like, well, I'm not going to LA. You can go though. I'm not stopping you. Doesn't mean we won't get married. Just like, I'm not going to LA, you know? And like, when I sat back and I thought about it, it wasn't a fair deal. My wife wouldn't have wanted to go there. And my heart wasn't truly in that. So it really wasn't much of a fight. I was kind of like, yeah, the deal's okay and whatever. I really don't know why I didn't fight though, to be honest, because I went into a real estate business where I had to start something from scratch and I had to recreate myself from the beginning. I wore a suit every day for 10 years, guys. Every day for 10 years, I wore a suit. Think about that. Almost every day of the year, and then it was like 7 days off, but I wore a suit that many days, and I showed up. I was always ready, just in case a phone call came in. I was the 32-year-old, 33-year-old, 34-year-old guy who's ready to go. Not the guy sitting there in tennis shorts and he's just going to be like, all right, I'll be over there in a few minutes. No, I was ready to go. because I was the youngest guy in my town. It's a high net worth area. I needed to go and explode on the scene. Being the drone guy, the young guy in his suit every day. And by a drone guy, I don't know if you guys caught this the other day, but I was the first guy to buy a drone in Fairfield County. It was 2013. I have the picture here. I'll show you. Oh, so this right here. Oh, let me put this on the table. Taking to the skies. Really? Oh my goodness. That wasn't good, guys. Hold on. We'll get it back. We'll get it back. This is what happens when you show some stupid thing. All right. So, taking to the skies. I'm putting it back because obviously it shouldn't have been taken out in the first place. Destroying the entire show, for the love of God. Right, Liz? What the hell? That's crazy. Boston song. What's that? Let me see if I can move this up real quick. Hold on. There we go. That was unexpected. All right, so basically listen to this. I'm going to play you guys a song, but let me do this. Gary says, I don't even have a suit. The only suit I ever wore was a Navy suit. Oops. That looked like it hurt. It did hurt. So yeah, we just dropped this thing. I was trying to show you guys the thing. I bought the drone. I was on TV a few times that year. And then, so I did a lot to differentiate in order to create a business, but I could have just focused in, gone to LA, and I could have gotten my music out there. And I didn't do that. So, let me just show you quickly something that I wrote. Actually, this is the song that got me the record deal that I didn't sign. A little too spicy said that. Bernie Sanders says, MARKPIRES Real Talk is the best song on the YouTubes. Best show on the YouTubes. Go check out the YouTubes. Go to the YouTubes. Oh, I love it, Lil. All right, I'm playing this for you guys real quick so you can hear one of my songs. Okay, and this is what I got. I also played this song. Went to a talent competition in LA, and this was maybe a year before, 2 years before I met my wife. I took second. Out of a couple thousand people. The reason I took second, and no, I'm not going to say this like I should have taken first. I should have taken first. I put two songs together in one instead of I didn't know that there was a time. It's the finals. It's the freaking finals. There's two people left. You're gonna tell me I can only play for a minute and a half? Like, what? So I go up there because I'm like, the guy's like, oh, just play the same song you played when you got through to the finals, and that's, you'll be fine. You're gonna win. And I was like, okay. And then I thought to myself, well, it's the same key as this other song I wrote that I really love, and why don't I play them together? And actually, you know what? Why don't I play you what I did? How about that? You guys want to hear what I did? This is what I did live in that performance. Sorry about that. And it looks like a pillow in the back. That was what Max was sleeping on. This is called I Adore You. Stand on the ground, dancing around, so smooth is the sound when you're around me. It's the way that I feel when I look in your eyes, the way I know everything's gonna be alright. I adore you, I adore you, I adore you.
you. I feel like my heart runs away, and I will not be afraid. I know my heart, and I will not be alone, 'cause I adore you. Oh, I adore you. I adore you. I adore you. Oh, I adore you. I adore you. Stand on the moon. I'll see you soon. Don't be afraid. My arms are laid down by your side. It's the way that I feel when I look in your eyes. The way I know everything's gonna be alright. I adore you. I adore you. I adore you. I adore you. I know that I've been loving you. I feel like my heart runs away, and I will not be afraid. I know my heart, and I will not be alone, 'cause I adore you. I adore you.
This is what I did. This is called You.
And so I walk along this road, this path that you have made. And though the fall was settling, the wind began to rain. Reflecting thoughts of innocence, no reason to complain. So maybe things will open up. We'll sleep in peace, the thoughts of me and you. And this love will guide us through the nights. Our hearts' love burns. Deeper love, deeper love. My heart seems to grow when I'm with you. Oh, yeah. Oh, when I'm with you. this love feels right, right, right. Oh, when I'm with you, oh, when I'm with you, I'm with you. Why would you run? This time will guide us through the nights. Our hearts, love that burns, deeper love and deeper love. And the wind blows, the wild chill when you're around. Love's the very word when I'm with you. Oh, oh, hey. With you. I gotta jam on this. When you hit the wrong one. Oh, gotta get that jazz guitar out, guys. Get a little bass here, okay? You guys want a little bass? I hope you don't mind the gratuitous guitar playing. I just not feeling this right now.
Thank you, Liz. Thank you, Dagger. Water.
said do with you. Why fight it? There's love feels right. And our bodies are up as one. Love for our time and stay.
So something similar to that took place where I went from I adore you into you. I said, look, even the name is in there. With I adore you and you are in there together. I told the guy Mosey, I'm like, dude. And so here's what happened. This is the funniest thing in the world. I'm in the middle of playing. I got my acoustic guitar. I got whatever acoustic guitar they let me play there. And I'm sitting there and I'm playing, right? And I'm playing. I think it even happened during I Adore You. I'm doing this. I'm right in the middle, and that actually happens where you hear me, right? And all of a sudden I hear like, why don't I hear the guitar? What's going on? And I'm like, my guitar, the battery must have died. I'm thinking to myself, oh my goodness, the battery must have died. So now I finished the rest of the show like this. I'm like, I adore you. So you can hear the guitar in my voice, right? And Sig, thank you, buddy. Sig just donated to the show. You're the brother, my brother. You guys, DLive is awesome. I've never realized this before, but DLive, people go there, and if they like what you're doing, they'll give you like diamonds and ice creams and lemons. And at the end of the day, we open up this treasure chest over here, which I threw 50 in yesterday, and I think it's pretty big today, I'm hoping. So you guys should go over there. The more people that are on, the bigger it gets. And then at the end, somebody makes the money back. It's actual money, guys. It's crazy. Sig, thank you. Sig also put my Venmo up there, guys. If you like what you're hearing and you support the program, it was a really cool thing yesterday when I saw a ding. I was like, what the heck is that? And Liz Hernandez donated and supported the Real Talk program. And now when this becomes a podcast, everyone's going to be like, wow, Liz was the first Venmo on Real Talk? Be like, yep. Yep. Thank you, Liz. The Real Talk show loves you. This is the Real Talk family right here. Someone else just joined. Hot Rod's in the house. Thank you, Hot Rod. Hot Rod Mama just donated a lemon. Thank you, Hot Rod. We are here, guys, to rock and roll. I really haven't done many face swaps for you. I feel kind of bad. But I wanted you to hear some originals. So you guys mind? Do you guys mind that I'm playing you original songs tonight? And we're kind of going into that route instead of just doing what we usually do, which is to play cover songs. I mean, come on, let's be honest. It's been done. It's been done, okay? So what we're doing, let's see right now who's on with us. All right, we're still together here. Listen, my people, Biff is the Joey Futon of Twin Pines. You know, I kind of believe that's true. Winning big league, that Joey Futon is. Water Seeds, Gary, my people. You know what? I opened up the big screen real quick so I could see you guys. Raven, was that cool? So it was funny, guys. Listen to this. So I'm in the middle of playing like this, and I finally get to this song. Actually, I think it started with... That's what it started, and then when I got the... So I did that transfer. So I'm in the middle of this, and I'm singing into the microphone like this, like probably 3-4 minutes, and I'm doing the two songs together. Who I adore you, I adore you. All of a sudden the mic goes out. So now the guitar's out, mic's out, and I was just like, so I finished the song. I still finished the song like I'm like belting on stage. It was the craziest thing in the world. And I got to the end, and the guy goes, they're like, I got second place. And as I'm walking up to see the guy Mosey afterwards, because what it is you go and you perform, and then there's A&R sit downs afterwards. And if they like you enough, you get to sit down with someone. And so I go and I'm walking up to see this guy. I'd met him earlier. I was doing the Christopher Walken impression to him the whole time. He was like bringing me to people. He's like, oh, Mark, come here. These people work with me. Go do Christopher Walken. I'm like, wow, guys, it's crazy. You should come down, check out my show. Do it every night. We're going to have a good time. More cowbell. Who know? I know. Don Lemonhead, yes, Reiki lady knows that when you have a lemonhead, sometimes he kind of make a fool out of himself. I kind of want to play the Don Lemon episode for you of the Donald Trump show. Will you allow me to opine? And put on one of my favorite episodes, really. Here's what's crazy about the episode of the Donald Trump show that I'm going to play you after this one song. I'm going to play one quick song. Okay, another original. And then we're going to go over to we're going to play 10 face swaps right after the song. So spread the word. This song is going to be fire. I just want you guys to know. 2 songs. One of them I'm not going to play for you right now because I've never really played it because it's very angry. When I was 19, 20, maybe 19, 20. I guess like the first girl that I thought I was in love with. I found out she cheated on me. And when I found out, I wrote the angriest song in the history of time. And the crazy thing about it is when I met my wife and she and I were talking about like my music, she's like, everything's awesome except why the hell did you put that song on your album? And I was like, I don't know. My cousin was like, it would show your diversity that you can write stuff from beautiful ballads all the way like to the angriest song in the history of time. That should be the, somewhere on the album. Stupidest move ever. I have 700 of these albums over here. I will give you guys one of these albums. I mean, I'm going to start doing giveaways. We have the Xpressmist here, Sig's product. This thing is amazing, guys. If you guys, you can check this out on my site. I think the battery's unfortunately dead. But when you turn this thing on, I should have charged it before the show. I'm sorry about that. Oh, actually, I could plug it in here real quick. this thing is because I can use it. I was spraying my groceries with it. I don't want to wash all my groceries. I've been doing that for way too long. We got 8 people on DLive. You guys rock. We never have people on. Okay, Alanis Morissette. That was what I thought you were saying about Ventura Boulevard. Was it Alanis Morissette? Who's that lady? Alanis Morissette. Alanis Morissette was angry. But what's that lady who does on Ventura Boulevard? Sheryl Crow, right? Isn't it ironic? What's the Sheryl Crow song when she's got this Ventura Boulevard? You guys know what song I'm talking about? Ventura Boulevard. I forget what it is. Someone's got to help me out on that one. But let me do this for you. So the second song that I wrote that night, that night was this. All right. It's called I Need to Be Alone. So here's my progression. I told you guys earlier. Think about it once, put it in the rear view, drop it in a ditch, put some dirt on it, never think about it again, right? This girl cheated on me. I wrote the angriest song in the history of time. It's got a rap in it. Now you got to go find it. Go to Spotify. It's on Spotify. It's the 11th track on the album. It's called Gabrielle. Yeah, that's right. That's her freaking name. And it's awesome. But there's a couple swears in it. And when my wife heard it, she goes, people are going to think you don't like women when they hear that. And I'm like, well, the funny thing about that comment is when I used to play bars, it was the women who wanted to hear it. I'd play shows and the women would be like, get Mark a shot, play it Gabrielle. I'd be like, really, guys? I don't know. They'd be like, play Gabrielle. All the women, because then this is what they would say. Everybody has had someone do that to them. Man or a woman, we've all been screwed over by somebody, and I wrote the perfect song for it. Believe me, you guys know how I write here. I got 200 plus songs, and I could write the emotion of what's happening in a moment. That thing came out of me in 30 seconds. I got the lyrics here somewhere, guys. It's written so quickly, scribbled off. Every single lyric in that song, Gabrielle, that I wrote that night when it was fresh, is still in the song. I never changed it. I wrote it in 2 minutes. And then I wrote this in 2 minutes. And everybody needs this song sometimes. Everybody. It's called I Need to Be Alone. Check this out. I gotta tune this, guys. I can't play this song when it's not a perfectly tuned guitar. And you'll see why. It's a mellow tune. There's some fire here. Especially the last line of this song blows my mind every time I sing it. Because I feel like I'm finding myself again. Just think about that line right now. I need to be alone because I feel like I'm finding myself again. Think about that. That's the wisdom of like a 19-year-old kid, 21-year-old kid. I was 20, maybe 20. Check this song out. I Need to Be Alone. I wrote this in 1998. Traveling eastward with the wind at my back, and I'm leaving, and there's no turning back, all alone. But that's okay with me. I need to be alone, la la, la 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 la.
I'm standing on my own. Stand with the crowd. You follow proud. Yeah, the memories fall like these droplets from my eyes. I need to be alone. La 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 la. I need to be alone. La 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 la. I need to be alone. I'm waiting for something so pure, and I'm needing, and I'm bleeding inside, but I know there's always a brand new day, then there's not that far away, and there's nothing left to say. I need to be alone. I need to be alone. La 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 la. Oh, and I'm standing on my own. It's the same faces, same people, same hours, same moments keep following me along. And I can't get away, no, no, I can't get away from me. I'm broken down. I need to be alone. I need to be alone. La 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 la. I need to be alone. La la la. I need to be alone. La, da, 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 la, da, da, da. I need to be alone. La 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 la. I need to be alone. 'Cause I feel like I'm finding myself again. 'Cause I feel like I'm finding myself again. Love that line. I need to be alone because I feel like I'm finding myself again. I truly believe when we go through those times and someone's like beating us down to that point, that's what we need. That was the last song, guys. I think. I don't know. We're going to go into some face swaps right now, though. Oh, thanks, man. I mean, I think Ray LaMontagne sounds great. I don't think I sound like him. I think I sound like me, but I think he's great. I think he's absolutely awesome. You know what's funny? Okay, I'll tell you how I started, just very quickly, because we're going to get into a bunch of face swaps. But I got started because of Dave Matthews. I was like, this guy's great. And then all of a sudden, I got sick of playing Dave Matthews. I'm like, I'm going to write my own music, start doing that. And along the way, I stopped listening to other artists. And people would always say, you should listen to this. I'd be like, nope, not interested. I want my own creative ideas. So everything I ever wrote came from the essence of the universe or through me. And everything I play for you from here on out is me. I never took lessons to play this thing, guys. Think about that. I never took a guitar lesson to learn how to play that. Never took a lesson to sing. I mean, I took 6 months of vocal lessons and 6 months of guitar lessons. Here's the two things I learned.
Vocal lessons, I learned how to go do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Are you serious? That's what you're going to teach me? That's what, now do, re, mi, la, fa, la, ti, do, da, 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 do, da, 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 da. I'm like, what the hell, dude? I could do that by myself. Like, I'd actually like to just do runs, like, not like have the runs. Look, he's talking about some pretty gross stuff on Real Talk tonight. What happened there? They were on a good tip, and all of a sudden, the Ray Lamonte, the people are talking about poop and doops. Is Joe Biden here? Is Sleeps Over Joe in the house? So listen, didn't take the lessons to learn how to do anything vocally. I feel, guys. I feel everything I do, and I let it out to you. And it's uncensored. That's the crazy thing. They're trying to censor the positivity show, but this show is the only way it becomes what it's meant to be is if I have no inhibitions and I let it all out. And sometimes I'm going to play something and it's not going to be good. Sometimes I'm going to improvise something for you and it's not going to be good. Hopefully it's very rarely, because honestly, I'm connected most times. Sometimes I'm just not there. Maybe it was a 6-hour show the night before, but let me show you what I learned. I did take guitar lessons for 1 minute, and this is what I learned. Do you hear this? Oh, I'm not plugged in, am I? All right, check this out. So this is what I learned. Let me just put this on so you can see the guitar. It's actually more about here, right? Yeah, let's just do that so you can see it. So this is what I learned. I'm going to move close enough so you can look at the guitar here. So I go in there and the guy goes, what do you want to learn? Do you want to learn chord progressions? Do you want to learn structure? Do you want to learn what are those called? Scales? I'm like, no, I want to learn the fur release. He looked at me like I was out of my mind. He's like, I think I was out of my mind. He's like, what? It's like, yeah, the fur release. That's what we're doing. And so this is what I got. So I took 6 months of guitar lessons to learn that. And I wasn't playing it like that. But everything in time happens when you spend the time doing it. This is Sig's amazing Xpressmist product. This is so cool. This is I use in my freaking laundry. Not my laundry, on my groceries now. Are you kidding me? I got something from the grocery store. Okay, let me just do a little 1 Tomago on that one over there. A little peroxide is done over there. There we go. And if you look at the bottom of my screen here, you can see he's got there's a actual link to this. And I think if you type in MARKPIRES, or if it's Real Talk, I think if you type in Real Talk, you get $10 off. So that's pretty cool. I'm supporting Sig. He supports me. So you guys can check that out. Oh, Sig, thank you. Sig at the same moment puts up my little bit here. So look, guys, we are just getting into it. Who's with me? Say hello right now, because we're about to get into some crazy face swaps. It's about time. It's 1:15 in the morning. It's face swap Monday night craziness with the Real Talk Show. Woo! All right, let's see what we got here. Mass, how are you? Yeah, and Sig says free shipping. Guys, you can check there over there. It was Luntons. How are you? Gary got over there. That's so cool. Gary's over there with us over on DLive. Gary, thank you, buddy. And let's see how the pot. How's the pot doing over there? Does it say Sig? It looks like there's a bit of some action. So guys, check this out. Water Seeds is in the house. I love it. Okay, so Water Seeds, I'm going to play you some funny stuff now, okay? It's time for us to laugh. I hope you guys don't mind. 1:15 in the morning, I'm going to make you cry, okay? In a positive way. Gary, awesome. He's on, Lunton is Gary over on DLive. I'm so happy to hear that. So I meant to play this for you earlier. Should I play you guys the police reform bit? I'm going to play you the police reform bit, okay? So check this out. Basically, the bottom line is everyone's talking about canceling the police, right? Donald Trump has a better idea. Check this out. It's a lot of fun, I think, and we really should do this. Let's go this route.
Hammer and Jameson in the studio ripping the lid off. Donald J. Trump putting together an elite task force of special operatives.
Thank you. Thank you. Please take a seat. Thank you so much. I'm here to talk about police reform. It's the hot topic. Besides that, I thought what we should do is reform the police department.
Did you guys see that? Or did that just cut?
And we're hiring some heavy hitters to help us on the streets. A couple that you may not know about. As you've heard of Cobra, no doubt. Sylvester Stallone. He'll be coming out of retirement to play Cobra in the United States Police Force. We need to have all kinds of superheroes that are great police, like Dean Cain. Thinking about calling Dean Cain. He played Superman once as well. And also Steven Seagal will be coming out of retirement, taking his ponytail out and pushing people and flipping them over with his Steven Seagalness.
What is going on with
and
you, Trumper?
Look, because as you know, he was Walker, Texas Ranger. If we could use Walker, Texas Ranger to maybe help us save the police departments. So we're thinking maybe, I know we had a problem, but I'm thinking about calling up Arnold Schwarzenegger, kindergarten cop. That's right. He's a very, very gentle police officer. Also, we're hiring Peter Weller. That's right, RoboCop. We figure maybe we could get RoboCop out there to start fielding some criminal activity. He doesn't see color. RoboCop does not see color. He sees crime. So I'm thinking about bringing RoboCop on and making lots of RoboCops. Look, it's 2020. Why don't we have RoboCop 2020? Peter Weller edition. I already called him. I already called Peter Weller.
You called Weller?
Yeah, that's right. RoboCop. No racism here. It's RoboCop. He sees crime.
RoboCop sees crime, guys. Why would we not do that instead of defund the police? Better idea, right? Oh my goodness. I don't know what happened with the with the clip there. It got a little weird on us. I'm hoping they're not going to cut us off. If they listen, what do you guys think? It's 1:21 in the morning. If we get cut off, we'll just come back tomorrow. But we got to get that chest open soon. So let me quickly play you a couple clips. Is this thing? No, I got a little bit of a little action going on over there. What's going on over there? All right, so check this out. I'm going to play you a couple Donald Trump show episodes. Okay? You guys need to see what's going on out there, really. So, I'm going to play you episode 1. Here we go.
Hamill and Jameson live from the studio. Donald Trump coming at us from the Rose Garden.
Look, I'm telling you right now, the country turns to crap with Sleep Sofa Joe. In the Oval Office, he's going to get rid of the chair at the desk, and instead he's going to put a sleep sofa right there. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. I'm getting a word in my ear right now that he will be the sleep sofa in the White House. They're going to call him Sleep Sofa 1. They're going to have a nickname for Biden. It's going to be Sleep Sofa 1. Like for me, they call me Mr. Billions. And look, we all have a nickname. Just Sleep Sofa is going to be Sleep Sofa 1. I don't know. We're going to work on that one, especially, well, we'll come up with the titles before Sleep Sofa takes over office for me. I can see it already. Sleep Sofa 1 on the move. It's going to be hilarious. Betsy and I have been talking about it behind the scenes. I said, look, worst case scenario, Betsy. If we can't beat the Sleep Sofa, then leave him a nice present as he arrives into the Oval Office. Oh, yes, please, I'll take my coffee. Oh, he's already taking a nap. Sleep Sofa 1 is napping. Oh, I could see it already. I almost want to lose, just so I could speak to the Secret Service afterwards and hear all about it. But anyway, we'll get back to that. I think I'll see you tomorrow for the next Trump show.
I look at this. It's acting weird on us again, guys. You know what I never do? Who works with OBS? I never use hardware decoding when available. Should I click that on? What do you guys think? Should I click on hardware decoding? I always feel like that's going to mess it up, but right now I'm not using it. It's doing it. So I've been having weird problems with this lately. And it's been cutting off during clips, which is something odd. All right, I'm going to go. I didn't get episode 1 to play for some reason. You know why? I picked the wrong thing. This is episode 1. Sorry about that. Here we go. One more time. Let's give it a shot, people.
It's Hamill and Jameson live from the studio with the very first episode of the Donald Trump Show. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald J. Trump.
Look, I want to thank you for joining me on a brand new episode of the Donald Trump Show. That's right. We're going to be here every week delivering truth about the Biden campaign because no one's telling you what's really going on. I'm going to pull back the curtain and you're going to see what Joe Biden is really up to. Here we go.
We choose science over fiction. We choose truth over facts.
Will somebody please alert Mr. Biden that truth and facts are the same thing? I think he's been watching too much fake news on CNN. Okay, what else do we have from this blubbering train wreck?
My name's Joe Biden. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. Look me over. If you like what you see, help out. If not, vote for the other Biden. Give me a look, though, okay?
Now, first of all, who's the other Biden? Who is the other Biden? I'm wondering, because if it's Hunter Biden, he'll be in jail. But if there's another Biden, perhaps he can actually complete a sentence. That Biden I'd like to hear from. Okay, let's see what else we've got.
Trust.
Like his strange hold on Defense Secretary Ash Carter's wife, Stephanie.
Sleep Sofa Joe has been doing this for years.
Look at this crap.
He's a to put a stop to him.
I like the way your hair smells. Let me give you a little kiss here.
And can you believe? Look at how he's touching that little...
It's
We're doing hardware encoding. We're trying it again. Sorry.
From the studio with the very first episode of the...
Let's do this. I turned on hardware encoding because it's obviously... Yeah, Gary's like, try it. What the hell? It's not working. I can't believe we're going to go back to episode 1 because you got some of it in and then it fell apart. So let's just do another episode and then we'll come back to that one after, okay? I'm going to play you what I think is probably one of the best episodes because it goes after Facebook. Because they zuck, really. Here we go. Facebook zucks.
It's Harold and Jameson live with episode 17 of the Donald Trump Show. Thank you for joining me on episode 17 of the Donald Trump Show. Tonight we talk about Facebook and how much it zucks, right? I mean, seriously, Zuckerberg. I gave him every opportunity to do the right thing. But he keeps censoring the conservative point of view. Look, if you're going to censor everybody. Let's take a look at some of these clips and see what's going on out there.
You have previously given testimony to the Congress saying that there is not editorial manipulation that disadvantages conservatives.
So you're telling me that Mark Zuckerberg told Congress that he does not censor conservative content? That is laughable, really, right?
Just like in the case of Google, there have been whistleblowers from Facebook that not only have offered evidence indicating their testimony was not truthful, but there's even video that suggests that content moderators that you employ are out there disadvantaging conservative content.
You ever seen Mark Zuckerberg sweat before? Watch this.
I'm wondering if you are familiar with the experiences of Zach McElroy and Ryan Hartwig, two people who participated in Facebook content review.
Ah, friend of the Real Talk Show, Ryan Hartwig. Look, if you want to hear the real scoop about Zucks, you should check out the Ryan Real Talk Show. Anyway, let's see what else is here.
And what is your response to the very damning video evidence and the testimony from them that the culture that you lead within Facebook is one that disadvantages conservatives and leads to content manipulation?
Now that is a question I would like the answer to.
I'm somewhat familiar with the concerns that they've raised. As I've said, we aim to be a platform for all ideas.
Is Zuckerberg out of his freaking mind? What is he talking about? The last thing that you are is a platform for all ideas.
We got into this because we want to give everyone a voice.
Everybody gets a voice. Unless you disagree with Mark Zuckerberg's political leanings, of course.
I certainly do not want our platforms to be run in a way that has any ideological bias.
An ideological bias? Are you serious? You know you Zuck, right? I mean, you 100% are biased against me. You're biased against anybody who loves America.
And I want people to be able to discuss a range of issues.
A range of issues that you choose, right, Zucks?
When people raise concerns like that, we do look into them to make sure that that everyone in our operation is behaving and upholding the standards that we would like.
So basically you're saying that everything's going to plan.
I know that we have ongoing training in what we do.
I think what we're trying to tell you is that your training Zucks.
I'm concerned the content review does reflect those values, don't in fact give everyone a voice. They prejudice against certain content.
Matt Gaetz with the left hook.
It seems disingenuous for you to suggest that these videos come out that are very damning, that show the people that you trust with content moderation admitting on video that they disadvantage conservatives, that they label people who support the president as a way to push down their content and limit the reach of that content.
Just like the way you've been holding down the Real Talk Show. You don't like it when they push the Trumper. Look, you can't stop the Trump.
For you to then come to us many months later after that was all over the news and the internet and say, well, you know, you'll get back to us and you do a little training, it seems to suggest that you don't take these allegations and this evidence very seriously.
Is it me, or does Mark Zuckerberg look like an Antifa guy right now? Look at that look in his eyes. He doesn't like being told what to do.
would you at least be willing to acknowledge, based on the irrefutable evidence before us that you don't seem to have investigated, that it is possible that at Facebook, your employees do have the power to disadvantage conservative viewpoints, and that they in fact have used that power in ways that we need to root out?
Oh my, Zuckerberg's got his hand in the cookie jar.
Congressman, my testimony in the past and today is about what our principles are as a company and what we try to do.
What you're trying to do is steal an election from Trump.
And when you fire people as a consequence of their politics...
Wait, what?
Do you think that that impacts some of the content moderators to also treat people worse as a consequence of their politics?
I'm not aware of any case where we have fired someone on behalf of their politics. And
Are you not?
I would say that that would be an inappropriate thing for us to do.
An inappropriate thing.
Now, I have it on good authority that they got rid of Ryan for his political leanings as well, but let's listen in to what Matt Gaetz has to say here.
Why'd you fire Palmer Luckey?
can
Palmer
assure
Luckey's
you that it was
NDA
not.
with you, I only have 10 seconds, but Palmer Luckey's NDA with you doesn't allow him to talk to anyone except government officials. I'm a government official. I've seen the messages where you have specifically directed Mr. Luckey to make statements regarding his politics for the benefit of your companies.
I'm pretty sure that's a no-no, right?
So I think both in the case of these content moderators and in the case of the testimony you just gave regarding Mr. Luckey and firing people over their politics, there is serious question as to whether or not you're giving truthful testimony here or whether it's lying before Congress. I see my time's expired and I'll yield back.
Bravo! Mr. Gaetz, you have arrived. I can't believe what I just heard. You took Zucks down. Almost like you're a billionaire. Maybe one day you'll be a billionaire, at least 120 millionaire like Pelosi. I don't know. Anyway, look, let's see if there's anything else here.
We certainly try to do this in a way that is neutral to all viewpoints. We want to be a platform for all ideas.
Is that Mark Zuckerberg or Mark Zuckerbat? We're a platform for all, for people to have a voice, everyone but Trump.
I don't think you build a social product with the goal of giving people a voice if you don't believe that people being able to express a wide variety of things is ultimately valuable for the world. And we try to make sure that our policies and our operations ultimately reflect and carry that out.
Then how could you ever censor the truth?
Come on.
Lose everything.
In terms of the people setting the policies, I think it is valuable to have people with a diversity of viewpoints involved so we can make sure that we have the different viewpoints represented in the policy development process.
Guys, look, it's Diversity Mark.
And we also consult with a number of outside groups whenever we develop new policies to make sure that we're taking into account all perspectives.
Are you kidding me? That sounds like something that he just made up.
I mean, you said you reach out to outside groups. Can you think of one conservative outside group that you reach out to and use as a content moderator?
I have to say, this guy's fantastic. His line of questioning gets right to the heart of it.
Congressman,
Did you hear that? Yeah, you're caught out, Mark. I'll tell you, this should be the trial of Mark Zuckerberg.
Real quickly, can you briefly explain the approval process for third-party fact checkers and how many fact checkers does Facebook employ?
We work with about 70 fact-checking partners around the world, and the goal of the program is to limit the distribution of viral hoaxes, so things that are clearly false.
So you're not doctors, but you feel you could censor any doctor who talks about success that they're having on coronavirus. I think that's an overstep of your powers there, Zuckerdick.
We don't ourselves want to be in the business of determining what is true and what is false. That feels like an inappropriate role for us to play.
Says the guy who's playing that role. Look, I have a feeling we're going to have a part 2 of Facebook Zucks, so stay tuned. And I'll see you tomorrow on the next Donald Trump show. Have a great night.
Oh, guys, so let me ask you a question. Should I strap in here, get my comfy chair out, and we roll into some face swaps for the rest of the night? You up for what we just saw? You want to see more? because I'll do this. We'll go all night. What time is it right now? We just started our third hour of the show. 3 hours and 1 minute and 30 seconds. 1 minute, 30 seconds. Yeah, I said 1 minute because I'm obviously 3 hours into the live program. We've been doing about 6 hours a night. Just about. We did 5 hours last night. Cut off twice. But we got into our third hour here before they cut us off tonight. Liz, Hot Rod Mama, thanks for sticking with me. And Gary. And I think I just saw George said he's on with us, but I'm not sure. Is George, are you with us, George? I got a note from George. He said, I made it, but I'm not sure if he's on the live chat with us. Facebook sucks. Absolutely. Look, we're having a problem because the bottom line is that Mark Zuckerberg is really a Zucker dick. And sometimes we call him Zucker Chooch, but he's just a problem. It's funny, if you go to Facebook and you type in hashtag Zucker Chooch, you will see my posts come up. Sig, thank you so much. Oh my goodness, Sig just donated a diamond. That's a freaking diamond, guys. I'm going to put that in my guitar. No, that's awesome, Sig. Love you, brother. I love Sigger. Sig is the greatest because he is living the real talk life. Let me tell you why. Real talk is about giving. And when you give, the universe opens up to you, and you are open to the opportunity of receiving soulfillment. And at the end of the day, guys, what we need to do is fill our soul with as much goodness, as much positivity as possible before we usher off this mortal coil. And before we're somewhere different than we are now that nobody has the answer to. Nobody's been there. Everybody, how many people have lived before you and me? And nobody can tell us what happens afterwards? Because it's either reincarnation or this is the one time we get. And stop focusing on something after you're gone and make your life matter now. And the crazy thing is, if you do this correctly and you make your life matter now, you are preparing for that time. That's the thing. It's the way people change, the way you look at things, the things you look at change. It's the way you look at it. You're preparing for that time that's beyond this moment. By doing what Real Talk is doing, which is to just spread light, give love. Music is love, right? So we get that going. Comedy, we need laughter. And then we need to be inspired. We need to feel something. These three things happen here, but then the other thing that's really great is interacting, is us actually getting together. George made it. So, George, I'm so glad you made it, buddy. I just saw the email and I wanted to get back to you and just make sure you're on with us. We had a really crazy night so far. You missed 3 hours and 4 minutes of fire. Right, guys? Wasn't this a crazy 3 hours so far? And George, we're going to do another hour at least. I'm just letting you know. We're going to be here at least until 2:40, okay? I did hear Max making some noise, so if he does it again and he needs me to go take him for a walk, I'm going to put on a nice clip like episode 25 or episode 22 and take a walk. Let's get some laughs in anyway, guys. I don't want to keep things too heavy, but I do want you to understand that what we are doing here matters. And what they are doing out there matters, and what they're doing out there is distracting us from our moment. When you live in fear, you don't get to appreciate every second of your life because you're living in fear. Stop living in fear. Do you guys know the moment I walk out of any place, I rip that mask off my face? Not because I think that the coronavirus is fake. I know it's real. But I refuse to be a victim. I refuse for them to hold me down and tell me I have to wear a mask in order to walk outside, like be in my home wearing a mask. They don't even stop. We're wearing masks and everybody still keep getting coronavirus. So they're lying to us. This is just a complete ruse in order to try to steal an election because their candidate is a freaking sleep sofa. He's a sleep sofa. And George, he's not like acts like he's a sleepy. No, he's literally a piece of furniture that you sleep on. And sometimes when you go to look for furniture and you go to like a Lehman's, is that what it's called? It's called like Pilgrim Furniture.
and you go to Laban's, and you go to Bob's Discount Furniture right next door. If you look, right next door to Bob's Discount Furniture, you're going to find a very interesting establishment. It's called Sleep Sofa Joe's Emporium. You're like, Sleep Sofa Joe's Emporium? I've got to go in there. Gary doesn't wear a mask at all. Good for you, brother. I live in a part of the country where they make you go into stores with it, which is fine because I got one of those respirators. But again, it's really not stopping me from a virus. It's maybe protecting a little bit. But look, bottom line. This is totally crazy, right? 2 days. 2 days after Donald Trump was acquitted, whatever the hell you want to call it, they're like, oh, we can't get him out. We impeached him. We can't get him out. 2 days. May have been even one. Did you hear about the coronavirus? The whole world's going to die. Everybody's going to die. Oh, I wonder why. Have you seen their stupid candidate? Hi, my name is Sleep Sofa Joe. Look, my Aunt Judy told me to take a poop in my pants, so I did it. And then I rubbed their hands up and down my legs. You guys want to do something right now? Let's see, what time is it? It's too late to do this. I was going to say we could run through the entire episode of Donald Trump shows. But that's too much. That's almost 3 hours worth of content, which puts us at a 6 hour and 7 minute show. And me asleep at 5 in the morning. I can't do that tonight. George says he's a hermit and he avoids reality. Love it, George. I honestly think that if the world could see... Let's see, Liz said COVID-19 positive numbers are up. But the deaths are significantly lower, and the number of deaths is what matters. Absolutely. Like when we had the swine flu, Zika, and the swine flu under Obama. Look, we had our own pandemic. I didn't shut down the government. And it was still a crap government. And we had 80 million people, apparently. Did you hear about that? Like 80 million people? Like, what? Is that insane? President G-hole. It's all about the G-hole. In fact, I think we need to watch that episode. So, George, welcome to the Real Talk family, my friend. I'm going to play you an episode that I think you're going to get a kick out of. You're a hermit, and you need a good laugh. So, this is what we got here. This is episode 11 of the Donald Trump Show. What I suggest, because you're now on the YouTube page with us, you're a family member. We say hashtag Real Talk Fam, okay? Today, Hot Rod Mama over on DLive, she's like, I don't even want you to say what you said. And then I said, holy cow, you just came up with a new hashtag when you said that. Hashtag Real Talk Forever Fam. And look, can I read what you said? Do you mind? This made me very happy when I read this. I'm going to just read this, okay? Because this is probably one of the coolest things I've ever read. I've been doing this for 624 days, guys, in a row. So, Glynis said this afternoon. Watching various shows while I work at home. You rock. I will be with you all the way, every night, all my life. You are magical. That's real talk. That's real talk. Why hide our emotions? You know what? We're here to connect and feel better. And I'm waiting for people to say, look, I may not be able to be on for 6 hours, Mark, or 4 hours. I know you have to be on because you're doing it. But I'm going to pop on every day to get my fix. I'm going to come on every day to just get that energy I need to remember that guy I saw today is not, he doesn't matter. What truly matters is staying level. What truly matters is getting back to level at the end of the day with me. So you could start your day fresh every day. I think this is, it's funny. I often thought like I should have a morning show, get people going in the morning. But like I almost feel like this is exactly what people need is like right at the end of the day to just wash away the crap they have every day. Because to give them that to go and to start in the day is the same thing as giving it to them right now. Doesn't that make sense? Like for us to get the same feeling we're getting at 1 in the morning or whatever, for me it's 1, and then the next morning you have it. It's the same as me doing it that morning. Maybe not. I don't know. I seriously would go morning and do an afternoon show and do a night show. I do 3 a day.
You guys figure out who the hell's going to back it and get me out of the real estate business. I would do 3 shows a day. I'd do a morning show for you guys. I would do an afternoon show for you guys, and we would do this show every night. I'm not even freaking joking, guys. I'm not even joking. Like, I'm so committed to coming out here and doing this that I don't even want to go out there and do that. I want to just be here in front of this microphone and make sure that you guys are okay and getting through this ridiculous time that we're going through. So I guess the only thing I can ask is keep spreading the word, keep telling the people you know and that you care about the show, because the only way the show is going to grow is you. I am firewalled. I am shadow banned, whatever you want to call it. But this stuff right here is the reason why.
Harold and Jameson live from the studio. Donald J. Trump joins us to talk about President Xi.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining me on the next episode of the Donald Trump Show. I believe this is episode 11. Unbelievable. I think this episode has to be about President Xi-hole. Look, I got a problem with the Xi-hole. He's out there delivering Fluhan all over the world. Everybody's blaming Trump. But the only person to blame is President Xi-hole. But no matter what I say, they don't believe me. It's a weird world we're living in right now. It's either Trump or not Trump. Nobody's talking about the issues. What does Trump think about abortion? What does Biden think about? Well, let's be honest, Biden doesn't think about anything. But if he was to think about something, what would it be? Maybe, did I put underwear on this morning? Did I change my pants? Did I poop my pants? I don't know. These are maybe questions that Sleep Sofa Joe asks himself. But look, let's see if we have any clips for today. Do we have anything? Here we go.
世界卫生组织总干事先生。
You guys couldn't get the subtitled version? I mean, what the hell? Where's my translator? God almighty. And I guess...
Come on.
I'm going to have to respond about. Let's get back to it.
各位代表，
Good day to you too, Xi-hole.
首先，
Yeah, Shawshank Redemption was a good movie, but what does that have to do with anything?
我认为
No, that's close. It's Dufresne. Andy Dufresne. I think he's trying to say the character's name from Shawshank.
在人类抗击新冠肺炎疫情的关键时刻，
I'm not really sure who Kwame Shakur is. It may be Tupac's son.
突发事件，
Oh, it is. Well, I have one question for you, Xi-hole. Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell the world what was going on? We could have done something about it. You know we call you a Xi-hole, right?
举行这次市委大会，
Look, you brought it upon yourself. I can't control your actions, Xi. We only come up with nicknames for people based on their actions, and you've been a Xi-hole. I'm sorry.
具有
You should be, Gio.
十分重要的意义。
All right, look, I can't do this anymore. I can't understand him.
人类正在经历第二次世界大战结束以来，
I'm not sure I appreciate your tone.
全球
What did you say to me?
新冠肺炎疫情突如其来，
Okay, look, I need a translator. I can't freaking do this without a translator. I just can't. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. He keeps saying things. It sounds like he's insulting the drummer.
最严重的
See? That's exactly what he's doing. He just said it, Ziyunda.
公共卫生
He said invasion. They invaded us with coronavirus.
现在已经波及
I'll tell you what, Gio, if you ever speak to me like that again, I'm gonna trump you right in the face. Look, that's about enough for today's episode of the Donald Trump Show. Remember that President Xi is now President Xi-hole. Sleep Sofa Joe is probably taking a nap right now. And I'll see you tomorrow on the next Donald Trump Show. Have a good night.
Oh my goodness, guys, that's my favorite line, I think, in all of the... Actually, no, there's a couple. But when he goes, look, President Xi is a Xi-hole. Sleeps over Joe's probably taking a nap right now, and I'll see you on the next Real Talk. Oh, man, goodness, that one makes me laugh. Liz, thank you so much. Thank you, Gary. So that is the Donald Trump episode with President Xi-hole. Look, he's a Xi-hole, no matter how you look at it. I've got one that I want to play for you that I love, okay? On episode 13, I played this for you guys the other day, but episode 13 is my favorite number, okay? I told you guys why 13 is a bad number to people. They say Jesus and the 12 apostles, and that's why, because Judas was the 13th. I told my grandmother, who was the suspicious and superstitious one.
It's Hammerlin.
I told her that, no, Jesus always put everybody else in front of himself, so Jesus was the 13th. I had her laughing. That was the end of it. Lady G doesn't like Trump. Well, look, that's why this is a funny show. It's a comedy. So you can laugh at the jokes that are being placed at the expense of both of these sides. George said, I can't figure out how Biden is ahead. I know one person that will vote for him. Well, you know what's funny, George, and I jokingly said this. Lady G over here, we know, doesn't like Trump. But you know what? You got to do your research, Lady G, because Biden is just as disgusting. In fact, I think I have to, just to show you, I have to show you one thing here, okay? We started this, didn't get going. This is Sleep Sofa, just so you know. Check this out.
It's Hammerlin Jameson live from the studio with the very first episode of the Donald Trump Show. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald J. Trump.
Look, I want to thank you for joining me on a brand new episode of the Donald Trump Show. That's right. We're going to be here every week delivering truth about the Biden campaign because no one's telling you what's really going on. I'm going to pull back the curtain and you're going to see what Joe Biden is really up to. Here we go.
We choose science over fiction. We choose truth over facts.
Will somebody please alert Mr. Biden that truth and facts are the same thing? I think he's been watching too much fake news on CNN. Okay, what else do we have from this blubbering train wreck?
My name's Joe Biden. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. Look me over. If you like what you see, help out. If not, vote for the other Biden. Give me a look, though, okay?
Now, first of all, who's the other Biden? Who is the other Biden? I'm wondering, because if it's Hunter Biden, he'll be in jail. But if there's another Biden, perhaps he can actually complete a sentence. That Biden I'd like to hear from. Okay, let's see what else we've got.
Trust.
Like his strange hold on Defense Secretary Ash Carter's wife, Stephanie.
Sleep Sofa Joe has been doing this for years. He's a creeper. And we're going to put a stop to him.
I like the way your hair smells. Let me give you a little kiss here.
And can you believe? Look at how he's touching that little girl. Honestly, I'm a little worried about that little girl. Sleep Sofa Joe has been doing all kinds of racist things for years. I'm just going to show you a few of the clips. Take a look at this one, for example.
You cannot go to a 7-Eleven or a Dunkin' Donuts unless you have a slight Indian accent. I'm not joking.
Look, I'm surprised you guys are fine with hearing Joe Biden say you need an Indian accent in order to go to Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, I've been to Dunkin' Donuts many times. I don't have an Indian accent. But let's continue on. I have a lot more to play for you. Now check out this clip, for example.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Racist Joe strikes again. Poor kids are just as talented and bright as white kids? What does that even mean? This is getting good, guys. What's next?
Play the radio. Make sure the television, make sure you have the record.
That's about right.
On at night.
How about we go and actually light a fire and we do smoke signals? How about that? What do we have next from Sleep Sofa Joe?
Think about it. We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women.
Look at the lady behind him.
You know the thing.
The question is, do you know the thing, Joe? Do you know the thing, Sleep Sofa Joe? The thing, Joe, is that we are all created equal. That's right. God is the creator of all, not Satan and your adrenochrome. Okay, let's get one more at least. How about one more?
I'm not going to be a mule. I got something to do. I got to go do boom, boom, boom.
Did Sleep Sofa Joe just say he has to go do a poop-a-doop? I think he said it right in front of his crowd. I would never say that right in front of my crowd. If I'm going to take a poop-a-doop, I'm doing it on my own time, not in front of people. I don't know. It's a little weird there. Look, let's give him a chance to redeem himself. One more, okay?
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Wow. Really? Look, I'm not sure what else to say after watching that ridiculousness. But that's Sleep Sofa Joe. Are you going to vote for that guy? How about you? Look, if that's the case, this world's crazy.
Massey, how are you, buddy? Liz, Hot Rod, Gary over on DLive, George, so glad to see you on here. There's one person that doesn't like these clips. Well, let's just say hello. Lady G. Look, I still love you, Lady G. This world, who people like politically doesn't freaking matter. Let me explain something to you. In 4 years, no matter what, Donald Trump's out, and you maybe have to deal with another Trump. I'm just saying, but Donald Trump's out at least in 4 more years. So just think about 4 years in one day, okay, from the election. Because he's a sleep sofa. He's going to vote for me when he goes to the election booth. They're going to say, look here, Joe, here's your paper. Remember, you're voting Democrat. And he's going to walk over and he's going to be like, what is it again? Where am I? Look, my Aunt Judy told me to write for the Remen Rats. I'm going to go and see if I can do for the Remen Rat. Sig! Sig just donated another diamond. Wow, Sig. I love you, buddy. Wow, what a nice man. He's just been so sweet. Just look, I got to tell you, like I said, coming out here for this long and then and really broadcasting to crickets for like hundreds of days, like being shadow banned is a weird thing. I had this joke where I'm like, I imagine these dudes, right? They're sitting in a room, they're like on their computers. They go, look, Phyllis, he's trying to post again. Watch this, shadow banned. He thinks his content's going somewhere. It's going nowhere. Nobody's even seeing it. He's going every day. And he's got 2,800 friends on Facebook. And 46 people max are going to see this, watch this. So, okay, let me ask you a question. 624 days in a row of this content that we're doing right here. And I get 46 people alive on Facebook? I was getting 6 to 8 people here for 600 days until Sig went and decided to say enough is enough. And, you know, especially when I got that email and I was like, I'm getting censored left and right. And he's like, you've been doing this. Like, you deserve to, you know, to actually start being rewarded back. I'm like, I'm not thinking about that right now, buddy. I'm thinking about the fact that I've been trying to reach people because this world right now needs me to be kind of the connection. And so we can feel better together. I actually don't think I'll feel better unless I know you're feeling better. So coming out here and knowing, like today was the coolest thing in the world. Glennis sends me a few messages during the day. I'm like in the middle of selling real estate, trying to get something going. And again, remember, most days I don't make a penny for all the work I'm doing. I'm just out there trying to make something happen, trying to find a new client, find a new listing. So if you ever need to sell a house, know anybody who needs to buy a house, just let me know. Say, look, someone needs to buy something in Albuquerque. Can you they're going to go and interview people. Let me find one more person to interview. That's all I ever ask is whenever you know someone's going to buy or sell, just say, I want to send you to the Real Talk team because that's what I have. You see, Berkshire Hathaway. The Real Talk team is my team. I haven't even started the team yet. I'll be trying to get people in Connecticut and New York who want to speak Real Talk to their clients to work with the MARKPIRES Real Talk team. So maybe that's down the line. But currently, if you have a friend, anybody who wants to buy or sell real estate, send them my way. Because right now, honestly, I'm trying to find new business on a daily basis. That's what's going on. And it's a frustrating thing because it's coronavirus, shutdown, and I can't make money unless someone buys. So do the math on all those things. So it's definitely been one of those, like, okay, I have clients, I've got closings, but you can't think like, you can't settle down. It's the weirdest thing, guys. If you stop for 1 second in real estate, you're done. You are done. Because by the time you reach, sometimes, this is like a roller coaster, sometimes by the time you reach that closing, that big closing, it's like, holy cow, everything was just getting kind of scary. You know what I mean? Like, but it's just, that's the way it is. Sometimes it's great and you're closing so much business that you're like, okay, great. You're sitting back for a little bit. But like I said, you can't sit back. For me, I drive. And for doing that for 13 years, I realized I've been helping people the whole time. Selling real estate, I'm selling every single person I work with. They're getting this. They get the truth from me constantly. They ask me what I think of value. This is what I know based on the market. I don't give prices. I tell you what the market says. And I always get great deals for my clients because what I do is I appeal to the emotion of people. I don't go to people and say jerky things. There's a lot of agents that do that. Oh, well, yeah, this place needs to be ripped apart. Yeah, bad bathroom, this and that. Really? How about this? You know, my clients love this place. They really, really love it. But this is, you know, the stretching for them. This right here is what they can do. But they love it. Please let your clients know that they love it. And this is the best they can do. Which one would you want to work with? I feel like common sense a lot of times. But look. For me, I've always just connected to the universe in order to do things. Even when it comes to transactions and real estate and dealing with clients, tell people what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. But that's what happens from time to time. Right, Sig? My man, Sig. Thanks, buddy. Sig has just been filling up the coffer over on is that what you call it? I think so. Oh, it's called the treasure chest. Over on DLive. We're going to go over there and open that puppy up in a few minutes. What time is it? You know what we're going to do? We're going to open it up at 2:30. Oh, there's a video. Massey on Facebook. How you doing, buddy? Let me see. I'm going to try to scroll up over here and see something. I don't have my all right, I'm just getting back over here. So let me get you something over here. I'm going to play you another track, okay? And just keep in mind, this is why they shadow ban me, because of these silly Trump shows, that they're just funny. And unfortunately, I struck a nerve because they're really good, and some people suck. Actually, a lot of people suck. I guess that's really what it is. So check this out. This is episode 2. We're kind of moving through a little bit here and there. Ready? Check this out.
It's Hammer and Jameson live from the studio with episode 2 of the Donald Trump Show, Riding with Biden. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald J. Trump! Thank you. Thank you very much for joining me on episode 2 of the Donald Trump Show. We're going to continue digging deeper into Joe Biden, his mental state, and whether or not he falls asleep on camera. So let's get into it. Here's a couple of clips from earlier today. We're going to get into it now. Here we go.
I'm campaigning from home about Biden hiding in his cellar. Well, the truth of the matter is over 200 million people have watched me on television, and they've watched, and the more of that,
No, keep going, Joe. You're doing great. Doing fantastic, yes. No, we're really thrilled. I'm sure 200 million people really enjoyed watching the sleep sofa. Look, I could take a nap on my own sleep sofa. I don't need to watch you while I do it, unless they were trying to fall asleep quicker. Maybe instead of reading, they said, well, if I watch Biden, I could fall right to sleep. Okay, let's see what's next.
I've been down to Virginia. I've been around the country, but I do it responsibly, and I don't hold rallies because it is the reason why we're in such trouble by not listening to the experts and the scientists about social distancing and when I walk in this house.
Wait, let me get this straight. So the scientists and doctors tell us to wear masks, But the moment you leave the house, you don't wear your mask? Sleep Sofa, I'm pulling a little fake news on you right now. Just check the real footage.
And wearing masks, which I never do when I walk outside of this house. I never fail to do.
See? And Trump will play it for you because I think you still look like an idiot. Okay, what else we got?
That's who we are. That's how my great-great-grandfather, four greats back got here. He got in a coffin ship on the Irish Sea, never knowing whether he was going to make it, and he made it to the United States of America in 1848, when the British were, anyway.
The British were coming. Look, it's like Paul Revere. No, finish it up, Joe. What were you saying? When the British were coming? Is that your grandfather was part of the crew? Is your grandfather a redcoat? What are we talking about here? I'm trying to figure out what the hell Joe is talking about. My grandfather, and when the British, he said, and then he stopped himself. I think he was about to say when the British were coming. Anyway, look, as long as Joe continues to stay in his basement and he won't debate me, I'm going to have the Trump show continue. So till tomorrow, have a good night.
Oh my goodness, guys. That's episode 2. How crazy is that? Masiam, thank you so much, my friend. Liz, thank you. Obviously, Hot Rod, you guys are rocking and rolling with me over here. Listen, 2:30 DLive, we're going to drop that treasure chest. But I'm going to keep playing some face swaps, okay? And you let me know what you think of them. How about we play... We're going to skip number Poison because we already did Poison, guys. Actually, this is one of my favorite episodes. Check this out.
Amarilyn Jameson live with you from the studio. We go to Donald Trump with episode 7 of the Donald Trump Show. Right in Biden.
Thank you very much for joining me on episode 7 of the Donald Trump Show. We're going to get right into it today. I've got a lot more on Sleep Sofa Joe. That's right. We're calling him Bumbling Biden.
Bumbling Biden.
Well, so let's get into it. What do we got? First clip of the show.
You gotta, I mean, we gotta reassure. Look, here, my message to everybody I talk to is we're gonna get through this.
Are you sure, Joe? It looks like you can't even get through a sentence.
We provide a Medicare option. That's exactly what Rap Rock and I talked about in the beginning.
I'm sorry, did he just call Barack Rap Rock? I didn't realize he had a pet name for Barack Obama. Hey, Rap Rock, let's get together and go and talk about that foreign policy. Hey, Rap Rock, you want to get together and play some basketball? Hey, Rap Rock, could you make me a PB&J? Absolutely hilarious.
I made a mistake. I said it 14 years ago. I trusted George Bush to keep his word. He said he was not going to go into Iraq.
This is when it gets really interesting. You ready?
Only way we're going to get rid of Saddam Hussein. And it's going to require guys like you in uniform to be back on foot in the desert taking taking Saddam down.
Wait, I'm sorry, but didn't you just say that you were against the war, Sleep Sofa? I think he's losing his memory again.
From the moment shock and awe started, from that moment, I was opposed to the effort and I was outspoken.
Let's take a look at Outspoken Joe. Yes, maybe his news. Maybe we'll call him Outspoken Joe if it's good. Let's see.
Some of my own party have said that it was a mistake to go to Iraq in the first place. But the cost of not acting against is greater. The President of the United States is a bold leader and he is popular.
No, after that clip, that's it. We're going to call him Backtrack Biden. That's right. He backtracks. He said that he didn't support the war, that he's talking about George Bush like they're best friends. I'm not sure what's true with Sleep Sofa Joe.
When I marched in the civil rights movement, I marched with tens of thousands of others to change attitudes. And we changed attitudes.
When I was about the age of the guy standing over there, I got involved in the civil rights movement.
And now, the truth.
I was not an activist. I was not out marching. I was not down in Selma. I was not anywhere else.
Okay, so basically, Sleep Sofa Joe never did any actual protesting, although he's been campaigning on it for his entire career.
The first year in law school, I decided I didn't want to be in law school and ended up in the bottom 2/3 of my class, and then decided I wanted to stay, went back to law school, and in fact ended up in the top half of my class.
Look, I really want you to pay attention to the detail in this video right here.
I think I probably have a much higher IQ than you do, I suspect.
I'm pretty sure that your IQ is a moving number, Sleep Sofa.
I went to law school on a full academic scholarship, the only one in my class to have a full academic scholarship.
So let's get to the truth.
Senator Joseph Biden may have more explaining to do. The new questions stem from taped remarks of Biden during an April campaign appearance in New Hampshire.
And in fact ended up in the top half of my class. I won the International Moot Court competition. I was the outstanding student in the political science department at the end of my year. I graduated with 3 degrees from undergraduate school and 165 credits, only need 123 credits, and I'd be delighted to sit down and compare my IQ to yours if you'd like, Frank. I can say one thing.
Look, the facts are Sleep Sofa Joe was a terrible student.
Biden now concedes he did not graduate in the top half of his law school class.
He didn't?
That he does not have 3 degrees from college.
He doesn't?
And that he was not named outstanding political science student in college.
Biden actually went to school on a half scholarship, ended up near the bottom of his class, and won only 1 degree, not 3.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't stop laughing. Back then, I guess they didn't fact check you in real time. That must have been a couple weeks later. So funny.
Now Biden says Newsweek is right. His memory had failed him.
Sleep Sofa Joe makes up things. Bumbling Biden. Did you hear him bumble there? He's a bumbler. Bumbling Biden strikes again.
Bumbling Biden. Guys, I may have missed a couple of things here on the chat while I'm here going through the show. If anybody has any questions about real estate at all, I should just give you my email. It's very simple. Just type in mark@markpiresrealtalk.com. I'm going to type it in here just so you have it. Mark@markpiresrealtalk.com. If I can get the keyboard to work. And any questions you have, any state, I think any country really, because Berkshire Hathaway is all over the world. And let me just tell you what I do. It's very simple. I do this every single day of my life. You buy or sell a house every 7 years. That's the average, okay? So when you ask questions, you're going to ask a set of questions, just what you know to ask. I do this every day of my life, so I'm going to ask a set of questions that you would never ask. And I'm going to get a different gauge, and I'm going to find someone that I think is going to do a great job for you. And you still interview the people you're going to interview. That's the beauty of this. Look, my wife wants me to interview 3 people, so I'm going to call 3 people. Okay, great. Can I call a 4th? Just call over the Real Talk. Send me an email. Mark, I got to find something in Hawaii because Liz asked. Got to find something in Hawaii. Okay. Let me get on. Just tell me where in Hawaii. Honolulu. Okay, great. I'm sure I could find something there. But that actually would be a huge way to help this program as well, because referrals are a big part of real estate. I don't take advantage of that enough. And realistically, that's a service. Like, think about this. Imagine if you told someone you have a service where you will find them a good real estate agent somewhere. Like, that's a business right there. And I'm doing it for free because it's part of my service, you know? And realistically, I should just go full-fledged and start a business where it's like, hey, I'll find you the best agent. Wherever you're looking on the planet, I'm going to go and find you the best agent to work with. And I'm not just going to take some stupid websites, questionnaire and say, oh, this person did a lot of deals last year. Well, some people have a lot of friends, and then they run out of their friends. Question is, how good of a job do you do for people? What kind of backbone do you have? Do you fight for your clients? Are you going to just take whatever the response you get from the other side, or are you going to push back? And it's a feel. You have to feel everything out. I've never pushed when I know I couldn't. I only push when I know there's room. The reason I can tell is people give away their position a lot without meaning to, just by having frank conversations. And honestly, I just cut to deals. I don't like to do the look, we're going to start at this number, and then we're going to go up every 3 years, we're going to go up 300,000. Look, my philosophy is this. You want to get a property, you go in there and you hit them hard with a strong number, and you take the property off the market. If you want to go out there and play the deal game, well, be prepared. Somebody may put their feet in the ground. You may also offend them. I don't get that. Can I tell you one of my favorite things to say to sellers? When someone says, that offer, I'm offended by that offer, Mark. Take that offer away from me, Mark. I won't even respond to that offer, Mark, because it's offensive to me, Mark. I am so offended by it, I won't even sleep tonight. Oh, really? You know what I'm offended by, Mr. Seller? The 37 people that came in and out of this home that I met here, showed them the home, and they didn't even bring you an offer. I'm offended by those people. They weren't even willing to write an offer at all. You're offended by the one that did? Really? Do you want to? What are you doing? Let me tell you another thing. This is a good real estate information for you. You never know what someone's willing to do. If someone comes in at a number, you don't know that's their max. You don't know if they have any more room left, but you don't know unless you push, unless you find out. But I saw a client once start really low. I was with them, and I'll just give you numbers. So property was on for $1,230,000. Okay. She went in at $1 million. She's like, I'm going in at $1 million. And look, I always say to my clients this, I'm here to deliver your message. I want you to put in an offer that you're comfortable with. In the market I'm in currently, you can't just put in a number you're comfortable with. You got to go strong or else you lose. I got a few clients still trying to get a property because they keep losing out on stuff. It's happening because there's so much activity in the marketplace. But you have to be willing to move to make the deal. And some people are not willing to do that, which is unfortunate. Yeah, you're right, Sig. I got to tell you, the best part about this is, let me explain the best part about this. So when you pick an agent, if you decide to pick the agent that I pick, it doesn't cost you anything more than it would if you just pick the other agent. The only thing that matters is that the agent that I found, that I selected, that I inquired to locate for you, that person is going to pay me a little bit when they sell your property. So in a way, you're really helping the Real Talk team. You're really helping me because I'm locating a great agent for you that you don't have to pay for me doing that work. But if that guy does a great job or that lady does a great job and she sells that property or he sells that property, then they have to pay me a referral fee for getting them that piece of business. And honestly, my vision about this show has been that the whole time. I'm like, look, if I can get enough people to contact me and be like, look, I have a friend here, I got a friend there, they're all moving out. Like, it's a time to get prepped for crazy times, possibly, or I'm moving from here, I'm moving to there, and can you help me? I was put on this planet to help you guys, each and every one of you. I'm speaking to you right now. And all you got to do is reach out to me. And all you have to do is say, look, I live here and I want to get the heck out. And I'll make it happen. It's amazing to me how I'm realizing that this is the other element that I haven't even been including in Real Talk. My knowledge for real estate, my expertise at helping people get deals and to sell their properties quickly at the most, the highest value. And all of these things are important in 2020 because honestly, this world is crazy, right? This world is out of its mind. And the only thing that I think that keeps us sane is when we come here together and laugh and we play some music together and we get into it. But everything else that's going on out there tells me, like, if I could, I would find an island somewhere for sure. I would take my family and go to an island for sure. Oh, imagine if we had a Real Talk island. Oh my goodness, guys. We would just say, forget YouTube, forget all of the social media. What we do is we live on that island, and every day I just come out and we talk. Just come out, bring the guitar, bring the BeatSeat, and we just have a Real Talk show live every day on the island. All day, every day. Hey, it's morning breakfast. What's up, Mark? Not much. I'll take some pancakes and some waffles. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Liz, for hooking that up. And George, whoa, that coffee you made was insane. Gary, oh my goodness. If you make crepes like that again, it's a wrap. Seriously, like you're on the crepe. You're crepe duty. That's it. Sorry, buddy. Crepe duty for you. Sig, by the way, Sig, next time you can, I don't want to put you through too much. I know you've been doing a lot today, but double my eggs next time. Those, you had them really fluffy. I don't know how you make them like that, but the fluffy egg thing, ridiculous, Sig, right? And those navy beans. You told me about a set of beans he had today. I forgot what bean it is. I love you, Sig. Good guy. But imagine that. We're like hanging out at the island, and I'm like, guys, I just want to tell you a couple things real quick. You know, this time we're spending together, it's like really, really something, because if you can take yourself out of this show for 1 second, which is not hard to do, we do it most of the other time of the day I'm not on. We've been on for 3 hours and 48 minutes in a minute. But if you take yourself out of the show and you're like, whoa, the aggression and like the violence that I feel and the emotion coming at me, like, you know, something you guys have probably understood by now is, and I'm, you know, and this is a loose term because I don't know what it means. I just know I feel this. You know, I've been not diagnosed by anybody specifically, but just people